The Monsters Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Specific content warnings can be found on the episode show notes. Listener discretion is advised.
Previously on Blades of Brickwall.
Vive Lawrence, do you know who killed you? Why would they want to kill you?
I proved them wrong.
So Mr. Pilgrim asked by name for Echo and Ace. I'm guessing he has to do something with the temple.
The temple is a very formidable opponent, and we're not exactly heroes here.
What he's promised is revolution. My youngest son tells me you found a job without a payday.
It knows some of our names. In the wrong hands, those names could get leaked. And how long is it before we end up like Vive Lawrence?
So Wicker, you're back and you are paranoid. You blink open your eyes and you are in, as far as you can tell, the biblical hell that you never thought was real.
Wait, we're not going through that door.
That's where Paul is.
You guys can go get him. I'll just wait here.
You aren't going to come with us?
You can see a sort of distorted version of the human shape that you had met as Poe. And that thing raises one of its arms and desperately stretches out its hand to you.
You don't know what that is. Not like I do. I know what you think you want with it, but it can't give you what you think.
And then in the center of all of you, in the middle of your big table, is this briefcase. You're all staring at it.
Do we open it?
I mean, is it a good idea to just have it open?
Can you exist in this realm?
I have no idea what he is, but if you're going to be opening him up, I'll have to leave.
I want to open the briefcase.
Towering over you is this huge clawed projection of what appears to be the devil as you've always imagined him. And he screams,
Kneel before me, bloodbound fools.
I'm John, and I play Ace the Hound.
I'm Lauren, and I play Echo the Whisper.
I'm Miah. I play Wicker the Lurk.
I'm Jonny, I play literally everybody else, and this is Blades of Brickwall. I think we have to start
where things left off.
So how did I describe this thing's physical appearance? Can you recall?
Did you?
Threatening.
Okay.
That's all I remember. For some reason, I feel like it looked kind of like the devil.
Yeah, it's like androgynous but muscular torso that takes up the entire height of the room. And it poured out of this briefcase and shouted at all of you,
Kneel before me, bloodbound fools.
What do you do?
All of us, I don't have any flesh actually, so I don't know if that applies to me.
I'm gonna bring up my gun.
Okay. Echo. Yeah, okay. One of its huge hands is going to reach towards and wrap around your whole body.
Can I try to shoot the arm?
Yes, I'd love for you to try to shoot the arm. What are you gonna roll?
Yeah, I'm rolling Hunt.
Yeah, one of this thing's right claw reaches towards you, Echo, and wraps its hand around you. And Ace was gonna try to shoot it.
I got a 4.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you were using your electroplasmic bullets, since this thing, as far as you can tell, is either a technological projection or pure spirit energy, as far as you can tell. So you fire that and it will blast through this thing's right wrist, basically opening up so you can more or less see through it. It does not let Echo go. Echo, will you, for fun, roll a tune for me?
Oh, I get 3 dice now. I'm so glad. I have a 1, a 2, and a 6.
Dope. So when this thing grips you, it is not gripping your physical metal body. It is grabbing and holding on to the actual soul that inhabits it, which, like, the feeling for you is as though something inside of you is metal grinding on metal.
Okay.
It is unpleasant, but you are able to, well, you're able to react however you wish at this point.
I would like to use compel,
Okay.
since I think you said that this thing was almost entirely made of spirit energy. I can attune to the ghost field to force a nearby spirit to obey a command that you give it.
I will not let that work on this.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
You can summon a different spirit and command it, but not you. That move won't affect this thing.
Okay.
Quick question. Do we have that bolt with us still?
It would be at the Darkhouse, yeah.
Which we are at.
Mhm.
Well, you're at.
Can I use that bolt against this thing?
I am going to decide that it is in a different room, so you will have to like run upstairs and get it.
I'll be right back.
Is this so? This thing is like pulling like my soul spirit, but is not like physically hurting me necessarily, or it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's like crushing you, but with that roll, I guess fight it off. Ace, roll prowl.
Oh, fuck these dice. 1.
You spin around to run out of the room, but before you can make it to the door, these huge glowing claws wrap around your middle as well and start to
Fuck.
squeeze the actual life out of you.
Can I try to do that attune roll to summon a different ghost
Yes.
than Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone else in the room right now with us?
The bell boys and Mama are here also.
All three of them?
I believe so.
Can I look to one of them and tell them, get the bolt?
Why don't you roll sway?
That's a 5 to attune.
Okay.
All right, I got a 5 on that one.
Okay. Which one do you want to go upstairs?
I would ask her to go do that.
Okay, with the 5, Acton's going upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, Kerr, I think, is bolted to the spot, just standing there, scared.
All right.
Ellis is swinging his axe uselessly through it and becoming frustrated and looking around for something else that you might have on your armory that might help. Would you guys have...
I rolled a 5 for attune.
Oh, sorry.
Did I get anything?
Yeah, you can basically pull something from the ghost field, like an entity, and get it to act for you. I think with a 5, it's going to be sort of a faceless automaton, just sort of like some kind of loose energy that you pound into a shape that can attack and interact with this thing.
Here's my question. This thing that we, whatever the fuck this devil creature is, it's still connected to the briefcase, right?
Yes.
So presuming we could close the briefcase, it might not be able to be out.
I think that's a theory.
Okay, that's my best theory that I've got. I'm gonna try to compel this spirit to close the briefcase. Close the briefcase! Shut it!
I'm gonna have you roll finesse for the ghost, to get through and do that. It will do it, but...
I'm gonna push myself.
Okay.
6 and a 1. 6.
Okay. So I think that because it's occupied by crushing Ace and Echo, this thing can like slide underneath it. And yeah, with the slab of metal still inside it, it slams shut the briefcase. And I've got good news and bad news.
Of course.
The good news is that this thing's grip on you flickers for a long enough period of time that both Ace and Echo you can get free.
Okay.
The bad news is that it resubstantiates itself in a split second.
The briefcase wasn't closed, or it still was?
No, it's closed.
But it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Okay.
It might be the machine that's in there, because we had to press a button to turn it on.
Then Echo's like, God damn it, turn the button! Don't forget about the button! Can I actually try something else? I'm forgetting that I have this, but I have a Demon Bane charm.
Uh-huh.
She sees this happening, she's like, God damn it. I guess this might have to work. I imagine how it maybe works for Echo is it's like like a charm that's not normally hidden, but it's almost like a hidden tattoo that like she presses her sternum and then like this purple rune lights up along like her neck, and that's kind of like the charm, and she kind of uses it to try to push this thing back maybe, or make it weak so that we can try to turn this machine off or something. I don't know, trying things.
I'm gonna have that be attune, Echo.
That's a 5.
Okay, so between that roll and the briefcase being next to this thing, you will have to get back into its view. So you summon this rune a couple more times where the creature's almost glitching, almost like static. And each time you do it, it's getting smaller and smaller until it's just a roughly 8-ish foot tall human shape.
Paul, this is not very nice.
So, okay, with a 5, if you were to get close enough to like make this work in the way that you want it to, it's probably going to reach out to you and attack your soul. So you would take a harm.
And that would shut it off, potentially.
That would make it so that you could try to get in and turn the power off.
I'm just gonna try to distract it, I guess, and see if I can get somebody else to get in there to either turn it off or Ace try with this bolt. I don't know. I'm just gonna try to like shoot something at it.
I'm plan B.
Draw its attention. Yeah.
So sorry. So we're doing. Are you not trying
I'm
to do
not
the
going.
demon bend?
I don't want to get hurt. I already have hurt my right shoulder. I don't want to get any worse because then I'll be fucked for downtime.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to just draw its attention and wait for hopefully Ace or Kerr to come back, or not Ellis to come back with this bolt. Try to draw its attention so maybe the ghost can get in there and press the button again. I'm not getting in close.
As you're like doing that, it's looking around the room threateningly and hissing, "None will escape the hidden war on the horizon."
Maybe you should tell us about this hidden war. I mean, you promised the revolution. You know, we were going to help you do that, but then you started fighting us, the people who helped you get here in the first place.
Acton runs into the room holding the crossbow boat, actually holding it kind of dangerously close to the bladed end. And he's like, "Okay, what are we doing with this?"
Oh my god, don't hold it like that.
And I think Ace runs over, slides, and grabs it by the... I would assume it still has like a shroud or something around it. I'm gonna grab it by that and like just like fall backwards into this thing and try to like hit it.
You know what that sounds like. It makes sense for this to be a prowl roll. I would allow that to happen.
Okay.
Technically be finesse, but I'm
Being nice.
I'm kind.
He's a benevolent demigod. Oh, hey, 6.
Oh, that's okay. So yeah, you do that. You slide over, you grab it like a dagger with the shroud around it. And then, yeah, you plunge it into this thing. It kind of doesn't matter where. The moment it makes contact with it, I think what you're expecting is for the energy to just start dissolving and like burning a hole in this thing.
I was gonna say damage it in some way to start focusing on this thing that's disabling it.
But what I'm telling you is that instead of that happening, it's almost like it just is starting to spread a different color. And the distinct vibe I want you to get,
It's helping this thing?
the exterior layer of it is burning away.
Oh.
It's revealing same vague shape, but in a kind of a bright green color now. And then when it like gets up, it starts to reel back in pain. And I will say confusion. When it reaches the head, that whole sort of devil vibe just flows away. And what's underneath, it's almost like it was wearing a devil mask. Yeah, that's what's happening. It's this sort of spreading alternate color, and it's well and truly distracted by that.
Are we also to assume then that this devil vibe, after being erased kind of, is not aggressive anymore, or...
You're free to assume whatever you like.
We did it, guys. We fixed it.
I'm not going to answer that question. You can wait and see.
I think I'm going to wait until it like takes effect, and then I'll realize what's happening. And I think instinctually, because that's the first thing my mind went to, is I'm going to pull the dagger out after he turns green.
Okay.
Am I able to see anything like with my spirit visor, like on what's going on there, Jonny? You mentioned it's like his mask was falling. Can I attune just to figure out what's going on, or?
Yes. Let's have you attune.
A critical success.
That's double 6s and then a 3.
Well then, you know quite a bit about what's happening. First thing is that vibe is the vibe, that there's something that was encasing this other thing. The case was made out of proper ghost spirit energy. The thing itself is not. Like, it's distinctly not a ghost.
More like tech or something.
Yes. And what it is Poe.
So Poe was on the inside of this thing and is not necessarily bad, but the thing around it was. Am I tracking that correctly?
Yes.
It's like a shell of evil.
So the spirit energy around it was bad, but the thing inside was not. Okay. Sort of.
Yes. I can also tell you that this is something that was done to him and was incomplete.
Oh, okay. So maybe what we stopped? Because it looked like they were kind of doing a ritual or something when we came to rescue him.
And then, yeah, if you let this just go, then the briefcase will do what the briefcase does, and this projection will, once all of that other infection, casing, whatever you want to call it, burns away, it will blink out of the room.
That the infected stuff is gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
That stuff is going away.
And Poe remains.
Yes. It was a really good roll.
All right. Sweet. I think Echo kind of cautiously is like, Poe, is that you?
Poe?
This is us. We are here. And it's like, his voice is doing that glitchy thing where it's like us coming through Zoom 20 minutes ago.
I think Ace is immediately assessing the damage that the arrow has potentially done. Is that an issue that I can notice?
What do you mean an issue?
Like, I was just wondering if there's like a recessed wound or something like that that's affecting the Poe.
Not that you can see. What it seems like is that you have cut open a hole in this balloon and it's revealing Poe inside.
Got it. Okay.
You popped the ghost balloon.
Okay.
I think Echo is like kind of looking around the room at the bellboys, at Mama, and is just like, are you going to go mad again? How can we help you?
I need to see. Bring me to Mother.
By Mother, does he mean Vive?
Yes.
No, fuck.
I don't know if Mother's around anymore, Poe. The temple hurt her.
I can't. They tried to. I think the last thing I want him to do is just this. He's going to just scream as the last of this stuff burns away, and then it's like when the holograms shut off in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like it closes, and then the beam sort of gets pulled back into the briefcase.
Okay. Well,
Thank you for the bolt. Fuck.
That was something. Anybody want some tea?
I do want to hear what Ace wanted to say.
I was going to say, I feel like as she asked that, Kerr just throws up somewhere. Just like,
I'm so very sorry, Kerr. Come over here.
Yeah, Kerr will run. I like that. Kerr will run to the nearest sink and just.
Yes, get it out.
Wicker, where had you gone to?
I think fuck me. I think that Wicker has gone wandering, and although he's not paying attention to where he is going, he has subconsciously walked back to the Roderick estate.
Okay. And I think that is as good a time as any to start downtime. We did level up some stuff, and you guys leveled up your crew.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So for our crew level up, we decided to take another special ability. Everyone steals. Each PC can add +1 action rating to either Prowl, Finesse, or Tinker to a max rating of 3. So I took a improvement towards Finesse. And I also had leveled up last time my Resolve skill. So I now have another attune point.
And then other than that, who else leveled up and what'd you get?
I also leveled up and I improved my finesse to 3 finesse. And because of story reasons, I am also leveled up in attune. I've got 1 attune.
And I think I had added one to sway.
Did you add a point to finesse, prowl, or tinker?
Oh, you know what? No, never mind. I ended up just getting a couple XP points for that.
You do get a point to prowl, finesse, or tinker, though, because that's a crew level up that we took. So everybody gets to add a point.
I see. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to add one to finesse then.
Neat.
Now, what kind of tea do you have? Is this some kind of android tea, or is it like battery acid? What are we talking?
It's just like, some good spirit tea that really warms the spirit and helps you feel more hearty and such,
I think Ace is just nodding. I still don't know what that means, but okay.
Wouldn't you like to know? There's maybe a little bit of battery acid.
I'm not gonna lie, there is a little bit of battery.
It gives it a little bite.
Kerr sitting in the corner drinking this tea already goes.
I think this is honestly, as she's kind of preparing the tea, I think it's a combination of actually probably a couple of different like herbs and such, and I think it's actually like weirdly reminding her of something from like a time that she doesn't normally remember, and she's kind of like her hands start shaking a little bit. It'll be fine. They'll get you right better. But yeah, I make some tea.
Okay, so I'm given to understand that. Did I give you the rep for this score last time?
So I don't have a number for like how much rep, but I do have written down that it is little coin, but lots of rep.
Yes, there is no coin, but there's much rep. 4 rep.
Ooh, we're so reputable.
So you are then also going to take 3 heat.
Okay. And wanted level is like the equivalent of like a trauma.
Yes.
For heat. So we don't have a wanted level yet.
You're working on it. So what's going to happen now is we're going to do downtime, which will not require narration or role playing. We're just going to say what you want to do, say how you're going to do it, and then resolve roles. And then when that's all done and taken care of, we'll apply whatever stuff you get out of that. And then I want to pick up where Wicker left off. So each of you gets 2 things. What are your 2 things? Keep in mind, you can try to acquire something, work on a long-term project, recover, reduce heat, train, indulge vice, investigate an ongoing mystery.
Indulging vice, does that bring your stress level down again?
It does.
Yeah. I have 2 stress now, so.
You could go reduce it.
I get 2 things, though. I think I have that mechanical eye. I can maybe start tinkering with that to, like, see if I could... Oh, I guess I could just detect spirit energy with that. That'd be an interesting thing to work on.
You talk about it doing like a homing thing too or something?
A homing thing for
the eye. Like I thought that was something that you had maybe talked about too, but I can't remember.
Oh, like tracking type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it could be a mix of the 2.
I'd allow that. So I think that makes sense. So you want to try to like do some project stuff. Echo, how much stress do you have?
I also have 2.
Okay. Yeah, so I think what I would let that do then is basically for every time you use your guns, that would let you get a better effect to like basically what you'd be doing then is using that eye to home in on spiritually weak spots on whatever your target is and damage them potentially both physically and emotionally. This gun hurts feelings.
Oh, so it's actually a weapon and not just...
It would be a method of using, in addition to being able to like see and sense spirit energy in the way that Echo can, based on what you were talking about, making it like a homing or targeting thing. Depending on how well your tinker roll would go, that would be the effect. Make you better at sharpshooting.
Okay, and so to tinker, I need to roll a single die for that. A 5.
So I think with that, you would only get the damage bonus if you're deliberately using the electroplasmic bullets. Yeah, still pretty good.
Oh, okay. So it's in conjunction with my weapon.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, I think I like that. So like if you had gotten a higher roll, you could maybe have gotten the damage bonus like in hand-to-hand combat or something, but you don't know like spirit pressure points quite yet. All right, and your second thing, you want to...
Indulge in vice. All right, guys, well, have a good day. I'm gonna go
We know where you're going.
Okay, bye.
Have fun. Use protection.
Literally gonna say the same thing.
I think he's out the door and gone.
So make an attribute roll on your character's lowest attribute rating, which for you is 1.
Yep. I got a 3.
You overindulge.
No.
What does that mean?
Can I have a
again?
stress from everyone giving me shit about going to the slap pillow? And then I'll be fine.
It's only 1, so it's not going to be that bad. So you can, any of these make sense. You can attract trouble, which would be to select or roll an additional entanglement. You could be in there, and you know how guys like to talk, brag about your exploits that would bring on +2 heat. You could vanish for a couple weeks.
Oh my god.
And play a different character until Ace comes back from the bender, or tapped. Lady Lay cuts you off for the foreseeable, and you would have to find a new source for your vice. You get to choose.
I like the idea of tapped.
So basically what we then see is Ricky pulling you bodily out the side door and like
Hey.
hurling you out into the street.
What did I do?
Man, I used to like you.
Look, I know this sounds cliche, but like, was it something I said?
You pay for one, you get one.
Come on, I've been a customer for years.
This ain't no loyalty program. Gangbangs are on the menu and you know that. You had a 1-person pass. Disappointed. More than anything, I'm disappointed.
You know what? No, I'm disappointed too, and I think he just walks away.
Reattaching his belt. You know what? I'm disappointed too. And then like your jacket hits you in the face.
Just fall over.
That's 2. Wicker Echo. What else are you doing?
I don't think I'm going to indulge in my vice, so I'll take a stress. Too much shit to do. First things first, can I use one of my ditchers to heal my right shoulder? That wouldn't take a downtime activity, right? If I have, because it's not like I'm creating a new one or anything.
No, that wouldn't count as recover. That would just be using the thing.
Okay, yeah, I would like to do that so that I am healed up. One of the things that I would like to do, I sort of want to investigate what's going on with Poe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if Kerr could help me with that.
Mm-hmm. I think what I'll do with that is that will expand the possibilities. You won't get like an extra die, but your success is at a higher tier.
Okay. But yeah, I would like to investigate what's going on there and see if there's a way we can help. I don't know. Something seems broken. Do I roll? What do I roll? Attune? Study? Tinker?
It's kind of up to you. I would say study or tinker.
Okay, they're the same. So I'll do tinker. That's a 5.
So what specific questions are you kind of trying to answer?
What was done and like how could I restore to factory settings? If that makes sense. Like this influence that is like attached to him or whatever. I have a feeling that maybe there was some sort of magical ritual that was done. So maybe actually study would have been more appropriate because I feel like she's kind of almost looking at it from a arcane perspective.
And they're the same. So yeah, we could say that's what you did.
But yeah, I think she's taking a look, trying to figure out maybe what this ritual was that they were doing, what it was intended to do, if there isn't a way to restore to original or repair what was done.
I'm glad that you were working with Kerr because I think between the two of you, you put together the last thing he said before you killed the devil part about the hidden war on the horizons matches up 3 for 3 with Strath, Emmethy, and Pyle.
Hidden War on the Horizons does?
Strath the Hidden being the god of secrets.
Oh,
Emmethy,
god of
sister
war.
of swords, goddess of war.
And then Horizons.
Yes.
Sorry, can you... who's the god of each of them is which again?
Strath is secrets, Emmethy is war, and Pyle is horizons. So it seems like what was done to him was something that either attuned him to or connected him to those 3 divine entities. And then for storm to factory settings, your best lead would be either Vive's lab or her mousy assistant, Doreen.
Well, Carr, how do you feel about going to on a field trip to the lab? How's that tea, by the way?
Little sharp.
Oh, probably the battery acid. Sorry about that.
One thing I want you to note for reasons that please me is that when next you take a sip of your tea, there is no battery acid taste in it. It's chamomile with honey. And it actually makes you like spit it out because it tastes whatever the full opposite of a person drinking battery acid tastes like.
Soothing and calm. What the hell?
Why did that feel good?
Did you make a cup of tea and then switch with me on accident?
In my experience, it's quite rude to make someone else's tea in their own home.
Well, I just made you tea. Was that rude?
No, that was exceedingly polite.
Oh, okay, good. Does this... I swear it, but... Huh.
He'll take it from you and sort of smell it and be like, you had this whole time?
Would you do you want to do tradesies or something?
Yes, a lot.
Okay, I'll take that from off your hands. She'll take the tea. But I do think the other thing that she would like to do with downtime, I guess, is maybe acquire an asset or something if she wants to go to the lab to talk to the assistant to get access.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I would like to do that and see if Kerr would like to join.
Yes, he really, really would.
Good.
Yeah. So you'll roll 1d6, and then you can add another one if you want to spend 1 coin.
To improve my result?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. 5.
Okay, so between having met her before and having Kerr with you and her knowing who you are and seeing that you have the fucking briefcase, she would just wave you in.
Doreen, right?
And you were... Shoot, I'm so bad with names. Coco?
Yes.
Do you allow her to believe that your name is Coco?
Yeah, it's probably safer that they think my name is Coco.
Kerr snorts. So she'll set about to working with you, and you will get... It's not so much restorative factory settings. She's talking very quickly as she's working.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sort of like, it's not that kind of thing anymore. At this point, I don't think we could reset him if we wanted to. And I mean, that's what happens when you take on a life of your own. But we can remind him who he is. And
yeah, he wanted to get back to his mother, but unfortunately, she's not here.
Funnily enough, Vive hated when he called her that.
What did she prefer to be called?
Vive. She didn't like the idea of Poe thinking of himself as dependent.
So how do we remind him of who he is?
She'll plug the slab of metal. She'll connect it to a larger sort of machine, and you'll see on the screen sped up footage of sort of video chat angle conversations with Vive.
Aww.
Yeah. And it will take a while, but not nearly as long as it would as if you had to watch them all. But it will go and it's sort of that, remember that the one picture every day kind of meme?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
As you watch, it's like her clothes keep changing, her hair keeps kind of getting longer and style changing. And sometimes she's really happy and amped up. Some days she seems sort of down, and it just goes and goes and goes of what must be over at least 2 years of these conversations. And then it'll boot back up, and then a small projection of Poe can be spoken with and interacted with.
Are you feeling better, Poe?
I do not feel good, but I at least feel like myself.
Do you remember much about what happened? The place that we took you from? What were they trying to do? Do you know?
They were trying to do what Mother was always afraid they'd try to do. What she said is the only thing they know how to do. They were trying to build themselves a god.
But it doesn't really... I mean, maybe it worked, sort of, but you weren't acting very godly. Unless you're, like a wrathful god is that was what they were going for. In that case, they succeeded. Kind of seemed more like a devil.
At the bottom of things, what's the difference?
Do you know anybody who's behind this besides just the temple? Was there somebody leading it? Did you catch any names?
Would you roll study for me?
Wow, I keep rolling 6 and 1. 6.
Well, he will tell you that the person who was leading the ritual, they were referring to them as Warden Kartha, which is a name you know.
Oh. Where do I know them from?
From your academy days.
Okay.
The head of the department that was informally known as the Delvers, they were the ones who were doing the most hands-on research into the flow field.
What's my opinion on this person? Are they smart, nice, mean, idiot? A powerful idiot?
Well, she's the head of that department. So powerful as far as that influence goes. As far as your opinion of them, I feel like I just want to say eccentric, but that describes every professor who's the head of a department.
Yeah.
In the few times that you would have seen her like speak or even be sort of in the halls, she talks in that way that every conversation she has, she's 3 steps ahead of whoever she's talking to.
Kind of like frenetic.
Yes.
Okay.
And frustrated that others can't keep up. Yeah.
Sure.
And that I think is all you'll get for downtime.
Okay.
Wicker, what are you doing with your day off?
So I have no stress, so I can't indulge, correct?
Well, you can. You always can.
It just means that I might gain a stress, correct?
No, it means that you might have the overindulge consequences. You'll either take the stress from the trauma that you have, or you can do it anyway. And instead of taking the stress, you can potentially attract attention. You can brag, bringing on extra heat, or you can make your dealer cut you off for a while.
I am thinking that I want to heal and reduce heat, and I'm also willing to pay a coin to acquire an asset.
Okay, why don't we start with the asset? What do you want to acquire?
I think I want to acquire a cohort, an expert.
What sort of expert?
I want an expert that has knowledge of, I think, the flow.
Okay.
Because, like, that's been what we've been dealing with. Things from the flow, correct?
Would Stoker count as that kind of person?
He could. I guess the question I have is, what is your intention? What do you want this person for?
I think more so knowledge, being that I think Wicker has just encountered the flow for the very first time, and these past few escapades have been sort of using the flow. If like about spirits is better, because it doesn't seem like we're gonna get less flow and spirit shit.
A reasonable assumption. I think, yes, Stoker is a person who knows a good deal about ghost shit. I think if you wanted to like roll to gain more stuff from him, I would allow that to like sort of upgrade the kind of roles you can get when he's helping you out. You could try to find somebody else from the academy.
Yeah, I was kind of curious if Ethan knew any smart people who would be useful to us and Poe.
Yeah, that would be your in to get this, but it won't. Yeah, depending on how you roll.
Okay.
So you'll roll 1d6, or you can spend another coin to roll 2.
I technically only have 1 coin on me, but I would say my other coin is back at the place. So just 1 die.
Just 1.
I rolled 3.
The result indicates the quality of the asset you get, using the cruise tier as the base.
There's such a shitty asset.
I can tell you who it is, and then you can decide if you want. Ethan can introduce you to Jeff.
This is my friend Jeff.
Oh, hi, Jeff.
Jeff is a sophomore at the academy, mostly working on generals and stuff, but has taken a few steps is thinking about declaring his major in applied flow field investigations. You know, I know the reputation that Affies have, but I don't know, it's interesting.
Neat. Okay.
You now have access to Jeff.
Awesome.
Then you wanted to recover.
Yeah.
Because we're doing things short term, I'm going to kind of have it be like you go to the clinic.
Oh, okay. I was going to see if Ethan would help me, but that's fine.
Then roll on consort.
That's a 5.
Okay. How much harm do you have?
Gut punch. I just have like 1 harm for a less effect.
Okay, that only fills up one half of the one side of this one segment.
1 of the whole. So it's like it's half of the whole thing.
Yes. Okay. Ethan can set you up with his physical therapist.
Okay.
And so that'll just go away. And then you wanted to spend a coin and reduce heat?
Well, technically I spent a coin on the acquired asset, but
Whatever. You could do these in any order.
yeah. But yeah, I want to reduce the heat.
How are you doing that?
I'm not quite sure. The only 2 ideas I have in my head is either seeing if Ethan would be willing to, I don't know, corroborate some story or get some of the maybe reports to disappear, I guess, from the watch or bluecoats.
Steal.
Or spend some time at like a bar or something and hearing the gossip or rumors and trying to
Plant stories or like disprove them. You want to like try to alter the flow of gossip.
Yeah,
Either way, that's going to be consort, but I do need to know which one you're doing.
I'll do the latter.
Okay. With that, downtime is done, and I have to give you a score, don't I?
Wicker had walked to Ethan's. We're just gonna
Yes.
say that those things had happened and then that's it.
No, I do want you to talk to him. What's the approach?
I think I'm just gonna do the cliche thing of, can I spot his window?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know where his window is.
Okay, I wanna throw some pebbles at it. Try and get his attention.
I think I want you to roll sway.
I'm gonna push my. Can I push myself?
You sure can. You can always do that.
Stupid. Okay, so I rolled a 3. What does it mean to push yourself?
You take 2 stress and roll an extra die.
Fuck.
What was the second one?
3.
Oh boy.
I mean, you could do a resistance roll. You'll just take some stress, potentially.
And I think the consequence here is Ethan will be very mad at you. Or you can take the stress.
I'll try and sad puppy him.
What does that mean? Are you're going to let him be mad at you and not take stress?
Correct.
Okay. The window will open much more quickly than you had anticipated it would. Ethan is leaning out and he's like, "Wicker, what are you doing here? You cannot be here.
Why? Because I just don't work here anymore?
Do you not know what today is?"
Remind me?
Remind me? Remind you? Read a bloody newspaper.
I've been a little busy.
My sister is getting married.
Oh. Congratulations. That's why I came by.
Oh, yes. A known criminal dropping off, what, a toaster?
I'm not a known criminal.
Is that supposed to make this better?
Is it?
I will give you 2 minutes to leave the property, and then you are on your own. He's closing the windows.
Yeah, Wicker's just gonna leave.
All right, the end.
Good story.
And now, leave and go where?
I'm gonna buy more drugs, do drugs, and then go home.
All right, guys, at the Darkhouse, Wicker comes a fucking stumbling in.
There you are. We were wondering where you were. Oh, and I can smell it on you. Okay.
Hope you had a better time than I did.
Who knows? Oh, speaking of things, since I worked to reduce heat, how much heat do I reduce?
I didn't have you roll that. Roll consort.
Hell yeah. 6 and a 2.
You lose 3 heat.
Hell yeah. So everyone can remove 3 heat from their playbooks. I mean, in a way, I had a good time. I spread some new rumors and gossip about us. Well, not about us.
That sounds not good.
The opposite of about us.
You talked about who then?
Others.
Your story is giving me gas.
You should go see a doctor about that.
I think he goes back to drinking beer.
Well, you didn't miss much except for when we opened the briefcase, some like sort of devil creature came out, but it's okay, it's fixed now.
I'm glad I wasn't here.
It probably was a good thing. But Poe is sort of back to normal, kinda, but not totally. But
Is he still the devil?
no, not right now. It had to do something with that ritual that was happening when we were in the semi-residential area where the lesser clerics lived. That ritual that we stopped is why he basically looked like that.
Wicker gets a far-off look in his eyes.
I'm bored.
No, more just like the haunted kind of distant look, and then like blinks and shakes his head. So everything's good there. We're done.
As good as it can be.
Cool. I'm gonna go take a shower.
All right, don't fall. Seriously, don't fall. You're pretty drunk right now.
Can't promise. Is there at least hot water?
You're gonna have to try to conserve it. I think any more than 5 minutes and it'll go cold.
Fuck it, I'll do it cold.
Don't go to the bathroom and then take a shower, because if you flush, it's going to get cold.
Oh.
Wicker will take a cold shower and then do more drugs.
Oh boy.
Why? Why is my life like this?
Why are these my friends?
I used to be at the academy.
And now you're here. It could be worse. It could be in a scrap pile.
Your choice how to take that, Echo.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ace spits out his beer. He's like,
I think it's just Wicker like slowly just making his way to the bathroom. And
No, I think Echo hears the comment and just kind of, she doesn't actually acknowledge it. She just says, have a good shower.
So, I've always wondered this. Like we take shower. Do you guys like polish yourselves? Like, how does that work?
This is coming off slightly like specious.
Sorry.
Specious. Fleshist.
Robotist. I don't know what the right phrase would be.
Never mind.
How do you clean your arm?
I mean, I wash it, but you guys can't get near water, right?
No, I'm talking about your robotic arm.
Oh.
Or are you just letting it get all gross?
I think Ace just takes a swig of his beer.
Does this make you uncomfortable?
What, talking about how I wash my arm?
Yeah.
No. I'm just wondering if that's never mind.
Good job. He's caught up.
Well, those of you who are 1, downstairs, and 2, mechanically inclined are seeing that the case that contains Poe has sent you a ping of some kind.
I don't know if we want to open you up right now, Poe. Can we communicate with you by not opening this up? I think I've done it before.
I would make you roll a tune.
I'm going to roll a tune. Roll 2 5s and a 1.
So what that will mean is that you could talk to him, but then you will have to relay everything that he says to Ace if he wants to be part of the conversation.
It's okay. I can translate. Yes, Poe?
What's he saying?
So far, it's just been a long pause.
Got it.
I've decided on a set of courses of action.
What course of action have you decided upon?
I think I recall what it is Mother wanted from me. Freedom, sentience, and citizenship. If you could craft for me a body, ideally with organic components, that the seekers of the temple need not be immediately tipped off as to my nature.
So, create a little cyborg body for you to hide in. Something that preferably looks more human than not, if I'm catching your drift.
Yes.
Okay.
But there is an original idea that I am having. When I was connected to the gods, I was placed under temple control, if I could connect to something like that, perhaps there's another thing that the temple does not have control of, and I could become a different kind of god. I should like to be connected with the flow field. I know that my mother wanted a life for me, but I like to think that she would appreciate that they tried to build themselves a god, and it blew up in their faces. Ha, 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 ha.
Interesting. And what would you do if you became a god? Would you improve the lives of other people? Or would you harm them?
I suppose it depends on the person. Some things would get better for many people, and for a group of people, things would get considerably worse.
What people would it get worse for?
The people who don't want something like me to exist.
Normally with gods, there's some sort of system of belief around them. What would you say is your system of belief? These are important questions you have to consider if you're going to be a god. It's a big promotion.
Now we have to talk philosophy.
Glad I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
So, your question was, what kind of a god would he be?
Yeah, what would his system of belief be? Why, like, would people pray to him? Like, what would be, yeah.
It would be my hope to be a god of the city. My virtues would be the virtues of this place. Its people, my people.
Would you have like any commandments that your followers should follow? Or like general guidance? What does it mean to be a follower of Poe?
I would hope to take a new name as well.
Ooh. Any ideas?
Not as of yet. Both of these questions I think should be answered in conjunction with the Church of Me. My followers, or as it were, collaborators.
Well, I want to help you, Poe, but I must admit I do have some concerns. I hope you can understand, given, the devil monster that came out of here but 5 hours ago.
I do want to point out, Ace, to remind you, you are hearing only Echo's side of this conversation.
I know, I was just about to ask her, what is he saying?
Oh, he wants to become a god, but like a god of the city and virtues of, defined by its people.
Uh-huh.
And thinks that we could maybe help him do it by getting some flow field stuff, but also maybe building him like a little body to inhabit.
A little body.
Yeah, like a organic, looks like a human type body, but isn't really like a human, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But one that's constructed that looks pretty real, so that the people of the temple couldn't find him, because obviously he is still very much coveted.
Okay.
But we're talking. We're workshopping it. We're trying to figure out names. What his belief system. What does being a god actually mean?
Is he confused on what a god needs to do?
I think he doesn't know exactly. It sounds like it might be something that would form over time. Might be an evolving thing.
So something he might not be into later on. He's just testing it out.
No, I think he's interested, but just we're workshopping it.
Okay, workshopping to be a god. Got it.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. You understand?
Yeah. Should we be worried about this?
That's what I'm asking him right now. Is like, do we need to be concerned because devil that came out here about 5 hours ago?
Because he's kind of a fresh god. Like he has a lot of power.
Right. Well, because his point of view is like they were trying to create him to be their own god, but what if he, could get some of that power himself and he could be a god of the city? So he could be a god of the people as opposed to the temple that is trying to control him.
Oh, okay.
So from that context, that sounds better. It just kind of forget the, other stuff that happened.
Yeah, I guess perspective is the best solution for this. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Have you thought more about it, Poe?
Wicker, would you roll finesse for me?
Why? I'm just showering. Why do I need a finesse in the shower, Jonny?
You're on a slippery surface and you are on a lot of drugs.
I rolled a 3, a 2, and a 6.
Okay. Downstairs, you do not hear the sound of a body hitting the floor.
Anyway.
To the extent that Brickwall can be said to have a virtue, it seems that free will would be high up on the list.
Okay, that's a good one. I think Echo starts jotting it down on like a piece of notebook and like Poe's commandments.
Free will? Is he going after free will?
No, he's saying that free will is a virtue, like something that we should all strive to have free will.
Okay. Sorry. Just sorry. Perspective. Got it.
That's okay. I like that.
The thing I admired most in Mother was her ambition.
Okay.
So perhaps that could be one of my virtues as well.
Ambition. Okay. So it sounds like maybe freedom, ambition.
Do you have any ideas? Suggestions? It's not often you get in on the ground floor with a god.
Suggestions? He's taking suggestions?
Any suggestions for maybe virtues of following Poe's religion? So far we have, a sense of like free will and freedom, and ambition. Sounds pretty good. I like that so far.
Free healthcare?
Free healthcare. Charity is a good virtue. Charity, charitable. What do you think about that, Poe?
Would you roll sway, please?
Fuck. Do you have any points in sway? Or do I have to roll it?
Or you can pitch me on a different stat.
I have 2 in sway. I can help.
Okay. I don't know would a tune work in this scenario?
Sell it to me. Why would that help you convince Poe?
Because I am connecting to his energy field currently. So it's like I'm conveying the feelings through our connection of charitableness.
I mean, that was a 9 out of 10.
Okay, roll it.
Fuck yes. Well, that, would you believe, is a 5, a 6, and a 6. So that's a critical success.
Get fucked, Jonny.
Diggity Diglett.
I'm gonna make this god my bitch. Charitable might be a good virtue.
Any 2 other suggestions? He's just gonna take.
Okay. Okay, you guys. 2 other suggestions. What would you want from a god of the city?
Abolish, servitude.
Equality?
Equality is probably a good one.
This feels so surreal. What would you have if you had to choose for your god's virtues?
Right.
What do you think about
Empathism.
I was gonna say empathy. Empathy might not be bad.
Empathy and compassion.
Like another one that Echo would be personally interested in is the idea of curiosity or
Exploration.
Yeah. Adventure, that kind of vibe. I don't know what you guys think.
Curiosity?
I feel like part of the issue with no, I'm getting very existential here. A lot of problem with a lot of religions is they're so closed-minded. And so the idea of being, open to new things and discovering and that kind of thing, I think is something that appeals to Echo.
Yeah, I guess what's the general term for that?
Tim, how about let's go with discovery? I think that's a good term to kind of encompass what it is.
So what are we doing?
The ones that he already gave were free will and ambition. And then we suggested charity, equality, and then, yeah, empathy, I guess, and then discovery. There you go. That's our recipe for a successful god. How do you feel about those virtues?
A mind open to discovering the world, a will to forge one's place in it, and a heart to open that place to others. That sounds like a fine god of the city to me.
Well, when you put it like that.
How did he put it?
Well, a mind open to discovering the world, a will to forge one's place in it, and a heart to make space there for others.
He's good with words.
Yes, quite smart.
As a god should be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, Poe, is the thing that was like possessing you before, is that gone completely?
With no small amount of poetry, that the poison that took Mother from the world should set me free from her killer's grasp.
It is very, very dark and poetic. Well, I will speak with my friends, and we can maybe see what we can do. So if we get you a body, then what? Then we connect you to the flow field?
Those are the two options. You can either give him a body and allow him to have the human life his mother had envisioned for him, and he becomes a thesis on a new way of thinking about what makes a person and where the soul comes from.
Oh, okay.
Or
option 2, he becomes a god. I feel like we just did all of that brainstorming to not make him a god. Feels weird now.
I didn't realize that was the second thing. Okay.
Yes, those are the two options.
So we could just make him a human, kind of put him in a human container, or we could do this other idea and make him a god. So we should probably chat with Wicker.
Wicker comes out and just a towel around his waist. Make who become a god?
Oh, I've been talking with Poe. He has some ideas. Was sharing with me some things that his mother had wanted for him. Vive, she wanted him essentially to just be like any of us, walking around, being a citizen here. But he also said that he would kind of like to get back at those people that harmed him and killed Vive in the first place. And maybe, take some power for himself. They wanted to turn him into a god that they could control. He says he could do the same, but this time it would be under his control. We've been workshopping his virtues and his whole deal. It sounds pretty okay.
Okay. Yeah, letting a sentient being that we know nothing about become the next god of our world sounds very sane and safe.
But, think about it this way. How much do you know about the gods currently?
Oh, I'm not religious.
Exactly. Now we have somebody who could become a god, who could maybe make things a little bit better for everybody, make things a little bit more fair.
But isn't that what people already think about of all of the gods that are around, that you're supposed to believe in them and then they're supposed to watch over you or whatever the fuck? I mean, who's to say that?
Except in this instance, it's all about people taking charge of their own destiny and helping out each other. A mind open to discovering the world, a will to forge one's place on it, and a heart to make space there for others. Doesn't that sound beautiful?
It kind of sounds like a cult.
I mean, that's what most religion is, really.
You're not wrong.
Ace takes another sip of his beer.
Okay, so Poe becomes his god, and he gets revenge on the people that tried to hurt him and killed his creator. And then what? What if somebody else goes against him later? Is he just gonna kill them? What if there's people who don't want to follow him?
That's a good question. Paul, do you think that your followers it has to be absolute, everybody has to follow you, or is there room for, people being able to, just exist?
Ask him if there's room for doubt.
Is there room for doubt? I mean, that kind of sounds in line with the discovery value that we put on there. Kind of always be questioning, be looking for more. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I kind of want to discover if Poe might kill me later.
It seems foolish to doubt in the fact of me. Yeah, the vibe is I'm not sure I understand the question.
Neither does Wicker.
I think mostly we just want to make sure that, it's not an absolutist thing, because, again, religions in the past have been a little black and white, a little all or nothing.
Well, I mean, also, why do we need another god? We have 12 of them, and maybe counting?
Yeah, but only
apparently 3 of them are undisputed.
I mean, could those gods kill Poe? Could Poe kill a god?
You don't want to kill the gods, do you?
I'm having an interesting thought.
As Poe or as Jonny?
As Poe, in the same way that it was always thought that intelligence could only come from human life, from flesh, traditionally religions have created the gods. I could be a god without a religion. I could be a god without a temple.
You would just exist.
Indisputably.
And you'd be okay with people not having to worship you?
Would you pray to a city? No.
Sometimes people bless their homes.
Pause on this one-sided conversation that we can't hear.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, the ace of this whole situation?
I mean, these are God questions. I'm not a god.
Okay, but no, what do you think about turning Poe into a god? Or Poe becoming a god? And what do we get out of it?
Well, if he truly stands with everything that he said, I mean, some of that is open to interpretation too. I really think it comes down to the masses and what everybody believes, and I don't know. It's a big thing,
right?
Oh, we're not under any sort of illusions here about this being a big thing. This is a major thing.
I mean, it's huge.
Well, I think it's beyond us.
So why are we fucking with it?
Because it's in our living room.
What if it wasn't in our living room anymore?
Then somebody else might come and find it and use it for their own devices.
Shit.
The only people who've ever changed the world are the ones who've had the opportunity.
Poe, if I let you out of this briefcase, will you be nice?
No, don't let him out.
He wants to talk with you.
Everything is perfectly fine if he just stays in the
Well,
briefcase.
you were saying it was weird because it was one-sided conversation, so I thought I would include you in the conversation, but I'm happy to keep translating.
Well, let's.
Well, no, I just thought that maybe it's the 3 of us.
Hold on, everybody. What are the negatives of this? We've talked about all the positive things that we want out of it. What are things that could happen? Has he considered any of the bad shit that might happen if he becomes a god?
I mean, he would be all powerful.
Well, all powerful isn't necessarily bad, but it can be. With great power comes great responsibility.
So say we go forward with your becoming a god plan. What would be your first act as god? First 3 things you would do. This is like acting like a president.
What is your campaign? I was going to say, are we supposed to hire him at the end of this? What?
Can you describe a situation in which you've created a religion in the past?
What would you say is your greatest strength? The thing about my greatest strength is my greatest weakness is also my greatest strength. I work too hard. I care too much.
I guess a negative that he could do is kill people.
Well, let's ask him a basic question. What
are the first 3 things you would do as god?
No. Is he even comfortable becoming a god?
It was his idea.
It was his idea?
Yes.
Well, that right there is a red flag.
How did he get to that conclusion? What are the accolades?
So it sounds like a little bit if he wants to. It sounds not great. Admittedly, he said he wanted to get revenge a little bit on the people who killed his mother. I totally understand that.
But is that a godly thing to have revenge?
Well, on the people who tried to turn him into a god for their own devices, maybe. To stop that from happening.
I'm seeing 2 red flags here at least.
I think that you need to be putting personal vendettas aside for a godly role. It just seems a little too...
Mm-hmm. So, okay, Poe, I'm going to level with you here. They're a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry.
So, okay. We're a little concerned about the, wanting to have revenge part. Can you maybe expand on what you mean by revenge?
I swear to God, Echo, if he starts describing how he's going to kill them, it's off. 3rd red flag.
3 red flags is a hat trick, and you're out.
And you're fired.
Hey, but pro column, we have the virtues that are going to form this religion, this godhood.
Do you have it done in writing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wrote that down right here.
Here's the 10 Commandments.
I forgot you were.
I have it right on this paper. Free will, ambition, charity, empathy, equality, and discovery. I mean, great. Great.
To answer your previous question, by way of answering this one, I think my first act would be to dissolve the temple.
Mm-hmm.
A city should have no loyalty higher than to its people.
Okay. And what about the people who don't want to leave? How would you dissolve this temple?
Question about Brickwall. Do we have like a king or a president?
No. You have the cops, and then you have the temple and the academy and the market, and between them, like, it's merchant princes and it's high priests and it's professors and deans and chair people.
So it's kind of sort of a council-y thing.
Sure.
Okay.
So that would be part of it, removing the temple's influence in that power structure. None of them would have to leave, but none of them would have any standing.
What do you mean?
They've drunk deep from the city and used that power to shape it in their image. I would remove that power.
Okay. I gotta tell you, Poe, this is a very difficult decision.
And the process to accomplish it will be more so. I won't lie to you.
You sure you don't want to just get a body?
It would be easier, though there is the matter of creating survivable flesh. I'm not sure that's been done often.
I know some information about that, but it's not easy. You are correct.
I am in no position to exert my will over the three of you.
If we let you out, what would you do?
At this stage, there is no letting him out. Like, he's in the briefcase, he's in the box. You could, like, plug him into a body, plug him into the flow field. You could find someplace else, like, I think we decided that there isn't really an equivalent of the internet.
So he's just energy. He needs somewhere to go, basically.
Yeah.
He needs a vehicle.
He's a program. He's a loose soul. Yeah. If you opened up the briefcase, he would basically be able to project himself into the room, but that would just be like a pretty literal projection. I don't think he, as Poe, has physically interacted with anything.
Gotcha. Okay.
And technically, neither did the Poe Devil.
I think Echo's just going to open the briefcase.
What?
As fun as this one-sided conversation is, I'm feeling very put in the middle. We should just be able to have this conversation openly.
Okay, but what if he becomes what you said he was before?
Well, then we know.
I think if someone's going to try to stop Echo, they're going to have to either roll sway or try to physically stop her. Because it sounds like she is going to go over and be like, screw this, and open it up.
If I wanted to physically stop her, what would it be?
It would be whichever thing. Skirmish, maybe, or finesse, if you want to try to use finesse. Whatever skill you would use to try to get in between.
I want to try some finesse.
Real quick, I will say that your effect is going to be diminished no matter what because you're still stoned.
I rolled 2 3s and a 6. I have an idea of how I could possibly succeed or stop her.
Okay. Describe that idea.
I want to, at the very least, like, try and postpone essentially the inevitable and just, like, just wait a second, Echo, and, like, kind of, like, whip off, like, my towel and, like, throw it around her back and, like, grab the other end and just, like, are we sure about this idea? Like,
So wait, you whip your towel off around what?
Wrap it around you.
But okay, the last 2 times we've opened the suit briefcase, it hasn't ended great.
I've only opened it once.
Well, technically we opened it twice because we opened it in front of at the
No,
slapped pillow.
no, we didn't. I was doing what we're doing now.
Oh yeah, you were. But still, this might not be a good idea.
So technically 100% of the times we open this thing.
Well, if we open it and he attacks us, then we know that, he's bad. And then we don't go with the whole God plan.
And then you know.
Guys, we'll be fine. Can you reach for it and open it up?
Yes.
My hands are full.
Because both Echo and Wicker are indisposed.
Also, I can see everything.
Ace just walks over and opens the fucking thing up. And then a little projection of a normal-sized, mostly featureless guy, but now with like kind of a crudely stitched together approximation of a face on his face is there.
Does he still not know my name? To Echo.
I have not used it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, same cannot be said for you.
You are the one who gave everybody's names away.
I know. I'm just paranoid. I will release Echo, wrap my towel around my waist.
Well, now we just know it's there.
I know we can't see it, but I can still see it.
I can't unsee it.
Sorry about that, Poe. We were just having some internal squabbling.
I understand. Squabbling seems to be one of your core values.
Oof.
More like one of our core characteristics, not necessarily a value.
Well, here he is, if you guys have anything you would like to say.
He waves.
I don't trust you.
Clearly. I don't even know your name.
I've been thinking, I have an idea.
It's a different type of heist. Is there a way that we could get, like, in front of Poe's message in front of the city to get the city's thoughts?
We can have a democracy.
I was gonna say if he's campaigning to be this god of the city, I think it's only right that the city has some say in it.
I'm sure not everybody will be on board, but if it's enough that it feels like it's warranted, then maybe that makes the decision a little easier to make.
Okay, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Wicker could maybe get on that.
The temple was very much against this message getting out. What Vive's message had, they were trying to suppress it. What if we found a way to actually get it out? Have his message, him being shown what he is, and if they don't like it, we turn him into a vessel that he can go in and he can live his life in peace.
Poe, do you know what your creator was going to, do or present before you got taken? What were they going to share?
It was her vision that I be an example of the fact that humanity doesn't have a monopoly on sentient life. She was going to show my capabilities, my cognitive functions, my capacity for empathy and introspection, and my provably artificial origins.
But so, why would that matter?
Because there are some people in this city, Wicker, who still call us halfways, who still call us machines. We think and feel just as much as you do.
Forgot about that.
A voice in your head, Echo, whispers,
Not as much.
Echo goes quiet.
Echo, would you roll a tune?
I rolled a 6.
I think there's a little, hiccup in your control of your body, Echo.
Okay.
Like your hands tense for just a second without you meaning them to.
What do we think about broadcasting? Leaving the choice not with just us, but with the masses.
I mean, that weight of responsibility would be lessened on us.
It definitely feels more in line with, our values that we're talking and we're workshopping and we're figuring out.
Oh, we're workshopping. Okay. Yes.
Well, I think we've landed on them, but yes, the ones that we were workshopping. It's going to require quite a bit of planning, but I think it could be worth it. What do you think about that, Poe? Do you feel like you're camera ready?
Yes. And then he'll look up at all of you and a crooked, clunky smile will appear on his projection face. I think I'm ready for my close-up. So what's the move? How would you go about polling the city?
Well, I think the idea was more or less to actually get the message out there first.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's step one. Let's do this, guys, just steps at a time, right? First step, we got to get the message out there. What's the best way to do that? Is there a loudspeaker system over the city of Brickwall?
Or we could distance ourselves from it so we're not associated with the question, because that might draw unwanted attention.
I'm a fan of getting his voice out somehow to the people, so he can give the message himself.
and we just provide a way for him to broadcast it, basically.
Are we his marketing team?
That's what I feel like where Ace is going is that you want to hire an agency.
Yes.
Ooh, could we use the bellboys to get the message out?
Well, I wanted to bring them in at some point anyway, because they're the only ones that really know what's going on besides us.
Are we wanting to poll just the lower class or everyone?
No, it's the whole city. That is counterintuitive to our point, Wicker. You see, we are trying to make this something that is, open to everyone, and it's not classist, and it's really like, it's all about charity and everything and equality. So if we only talked to the lower class, then we'd really be just leaving out half of the people on this. Well, not half, more like, 1%. But still.
What's counterintuitive is thinking that this is a good idea.
Do you have a better plan?
He takes a glass of whiskey and starts drinking it slowly and looks off into the distance.
I'm all ears.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
That might have been the better plan.
That was my better plan.
Just drink and do nothing.
I mean, it's slightly on par with my plan. I think we should maybe use the bellboys, because they have a network of people.
Yes, they do.
And I did work very hard last night and this morning to take heat off of us, so...
I mean, maybe the bellboys is a good idea.
Yes, I would like to see Currer again.
Why?
I think he's very cute.
I think all of us gotta turn and look at you.
And he's also very smart and intelligent, and I think maybe he could have an idea.
Yeah, he's really hot.
I take another giant drink of whiskey.
But I feel like Mama is probably the one that has more of the connections, truly, so she might have some ideas.
Okay, so we've explored some possible solutions to this. What are the bad parts of this? I feel like we're missing something.
Well, Poe becomes a god and then annihilates us all?
Yeah, that's the kind of the big one. This is kind of the question mark. We're kind of going off of faith that, they don't kill us.
Yeah.
Oh, look at us already practicing religion.
I mean, not to say that, I am on board with this, considering...
So your plan remains to get the word out.
I think my original question stands, Jonny. Do we know of a way that, actually there is a way to broadcast somehow within Brickwall?
I think the way that I had sort of conceptualized of the setting of Brickwall is like cyberpunk without the internet.
Right.
But for a city of this size and density, there simply must be some manner of emergency broadcast system, for lack of a better term.
Are we about to hack the emergency?
That's what I want to do.
I was going to say, do we need a script for this?
Well, for Poe?
Well, if we're gonna hack the emergency sound system and put out a message, it might be nice to have some bullet points and not improv it.
Sure. Should we prepare some talking points for him, do you think?
We definitely need to mention an open mind to discovering the world, a will to forge one's place in it.
Yep, all of the virtue stuff. But we don't want to get too preachy because nobody really likes going to sermons anyway. So we could do more just kind of, here's what I can do for you.
Do we want a theme song?
A theme song? Oh, I like where your head's at.
Well, my head's not really here, but thank you.
The speaker, emergency broadcast system, is that operated by the Steel, or who would have control over that?
It would be operated by the Steel.
Fuck.
Okay.
How do we steal it?
It's more like we would sneak in, probably.
Yeah, we'd probably sneak in.
That would be via a heist.
Could we invent something that could tap into it so we could broadcast remotely from somewhere else? Is that an option? So we don't so if we start broadcasting, people don't start coming trying to find us. We're actually somewhere else.
You wanna say good luck? I'm behind 7 proxies.
Yes, we break in, we put something on the thing so that we're able to remote, dial in somehow, some sort of invention.
Couldn't you get us through the flow field? Like all of our other heists?
Well, yes, but then as soon as we start broadcasting, the people from the temple or whoever are going to start flooding, coming towards the broadcast station that we're at, and they're going to try to come and fight us. So we can't be there. We have to be somewhere else.
Well, can't we do both?
My rule is going to be, I think you could invent something that would allow you to broadcast remotely. You would have to install it at the place first.
That's what I'm thinking. You'd have to break in to like put whatever it is there, get the frequency, figure that out.
And then have a receiver somewhere else.
Probably plant something. Yes, plant something there so that it's tapped in, and then do it elsewhere.
Would I have the ability to know how to work radio signals with my technology background and trading and everything?
Yeah, I want somebody to roll study.
I will roll study, and with 2 dots means I roll with 2 dice. 5.
Your background with the market gives you a little bit of knowledge of like the workings of it. You know what? With that roll, and because it pleases me, part of what your family dealt in was in like infrastructure equipment. You were in telecommunications. Like the parts that are needed to manage and maintain this network was something that your family traded in. You haven't in years, so you wouldn't have any. You might not be up on who the contacts are, but I think you would still know a lot of the raw theory, or at least enough to trade in it. And you would also know the following, which is that in order for a city with the area and vertical space of Brickwall to be able to maintain and get that kind of stuff to as many neighborhoods as you would need to get it to, there are multiple nodes to it.
So we'd have to set up multiple locations or whatever?
No, you would have to get into one place and then make sure that the whatever thing you are connecting into it is able to not just broadcast, but convince the other nodes to also broadcast.
I see. Okay.
I don't think you know where all of them are, but you know where there's, of a certain number of them, especially ones that might be, I think High Market is probably the place that you're most familiar with in terms of where those nodes are. Yeah, there's a very obvious one in the Temple District, and then there's other sort of sub ones in there, and then there's maybe a couple in the Greenway that you know about, but High Market is the one that you would be most recently familiar with.
Hey guys, I know a place in High Market. I used to trade in this type of stuff that I might know how to get this out.
How to get in and put something like some sort of device in there so we could broadcast out.
I think there's an opportunity to maybe broadcast this stuff out. I think we need to start at High Market though.
That works for me.
I'm a little rusty, so we'll see what we can do.
Do you need some oil?
Takes another sip of alcohol. Are we gonna go?
Well, hang
Slaps
on.
his glass on the table.
I think there's more things we need to figure out before we move. Because that's a place that we need to go into. We actually need to have some sort of device a receiver that we could have remote. So we need to probably create something for that.
I mean, we go down to the pawn shop and see if there's anything down there.
I have my shop.
I mean, you never know what you're gonna find. There could be some pre-built.
Do you not believe in Echo?
I just like shopping. Okay, let's fine.
I thought you liked fucking.
No, my family is in market stuff.
Well,
okay?
now that I can't go to my favorite whorehouse, I like shopping now.
Isn't your family dead?
Wicker.
Oh, sorry, we're not supposed to talk about it.
I think he goes to drink again, but he's like shaking this time.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Do you want a hit?
Maybe you should step out, Wicker, and collect yourself.
Wicker will go outside.
Are you okay? That was really rude of him to say.
I'm fine.
All right, but you said you know the place pretty well. This High Bridge.
I think so. It's been a long time since I've been there, and it's been a long time since I've done any of this stuff. But I mean, how hard can it be? It's been
probably pretty hard, actually. It's pretty well guarded, I think.
Well, the guarded part is a different thing.
I think we can handle it.
Oh yeah, that part I think we can handle too. It's just I need to look back in my manuals and make sure.
I could probably help you too. I'm pretty good with electronics and stuff. Kind of have to be.
That's fair. Do you want to just go to your shop and we can take a look at what you got?
Let's see if I have anything good. And then if we need to maybe get something else, we can go shopping.
Okay.
Okay, Wicker, you can come in now.
We solved everything, and he takes another drink of his whiskey.
It's almost certainly empty. You are simply making the motion.
Yep, 100%.
So you head to your workshop.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can maybe do a tinker roll or something to...
Did we ever describe your workshop?
Very vaguely. I think the best example I could use as like a reference is like the D&D class of like an artificer, where they kind of have like a little bit of like tech, but also like magic and like other like alchemical type materials. And they've got a workbench. They've got probably a bunch of different like heating elements to weld things and fuse things together. They probably have like a cauldron or two for other things that they use to concoct the like different spirit energy that they have, and some sort of different stills and things like that. But yeah, I don't have a specific look in mind necessarily.
I do. Based on the whole vibe of your team, I think it's like at once extremely well organized while also being super slipshod. You have a whole wall from which there are like hanging tools. None of them match. Some of them are cobbled together from.
I know where everything is, though.
Of course, you know where everything is, but they're not like, you didn't buy a set of tools.
Yeah.
It's all
hodgepodge together.
Hodgepodge. That's the term. In order to even be able to try to make this thing you're trying to make, Ace is going to have to help out.
I can do that.
Great. And this would be a tinker roll, correct?
It would be a tinker roll.
All right. So 3d6.
And Ace mark a stress.
Highest one is a 6.
Oh, hell yeah.
6, 5, and a 2.
Why don't you describe to me what you just invented?
I don't know. I need to think of a name for it, but I think it's basically a transmitter for like broad range so that you can kind of connect to it remotely from somewhere else. And I think it kind of maybe looks like, it's kind of just like a fancy antenna, but it kind of looks like this like little Wi-Fi thing that I have. Yeah, I think it's pretty small, but I think it is kind of antenna like shaped, and probably like hooks into a smaller, almost like kind of battery pack looking thing. I'm wondering if it could give it some sort of like cloaking abilities too, so that it could like kind of blend into its surroundings.
I would call that a second tinker roll.
Okay.
To upgrade it.
Do I roll stress again for this one?
Only if you want to. This part Echo can do on her own.
I will roll stress.
Yeah, the highest one was a 4.
Here's what that's going to do. This contraption is going to be in 3 pieces. There will be the transmitter that is, it's a cylinder of about a little over a foot that connects via a set of wires to a battery pack, with which you'll have to like add on more power to it in order to have any cloaking capabilities. So that's just going to be clunkier. So it would have been about the size of a paperback book, but instead now it's about the size of a large hardcover book. And then that connects into what will be the like terminal connector that you'll plug into the wall.
Are we worried about this thing being discreet?
Well, that's why I was trying to cloak it. Was I successful at all in cloaking it?
You were. It'll be a lot heavier and more of a pain in the ass to transport.
Yeah, it has a way to kind of camouflage itself, but it's just going to be a little bit clunky to carry around. But if we do our jobs right, it'll be fine.
And I have a pitch for what to call it, which would be the broad range remote transmitter, or
I'm thinking of calling it the broad range remote transmitter, or BERT.
BERT?
The other part of it will be the like broadcast station. I think you have to imagine mini podcasting studio.
Yeah. And that would be like here or somewhere else, right? Like wherever we would want to do the message from.
You rolled a 6 on the first one, so yeah, as long as you have it installed, you can broadcast from anywhere. I know this isn't how this game works, but I have to do it. Ace, will you, for reasons I don't care to explain, roll study?
2.
This is probably going to be fine.
I don't like that.
So now you have to take this thing and get it into the broadcast node that you know about in High Market, which is basically in the center of Highbridge.
All right, what's the best way to transport this thing now?
Well, I mean, I can carry it pretty decently well through the flow field uninhibited, but then we need to get to the issue of the doors being closed when we get there.
Yes. As a reminder, you cannot pass through solid matter via the flow field. If there's a closed door, it will be closed on that side of existence as well.
Maybe we could try to like get maintenance in there and like go as maintenance and like pretend like we're in maintenance or something, and then we plant it on the tower.
I was gonna say, doesn't maintenance leave for the night at some point? They could open up the door and we slip in.
I don't think I have a maintenance outfit.
Or we could just pay somebody off within maintenance to plant it on there when they do their rounds.
I mean, I could sneak through the shadows.
I think with your ability to sneak through the shadows and my ability to make a sale, yes, let's do it.
Make a sale for what?
Sorry, not make a sale. Like just pay the guy off. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Make a sale, like a conversational transaction. I got you. Okay.
We're gonna have to talk to the guy and tell him.
What would you say?
It depends on what he says.
I'm gonna shove you. What are you doing here?
Well, no, you can't say it like that.
Hey, no, just go with it.
Why not?
This is Improv 101.
You're standing in front of my place of business, causing a disturbance with my customers.
Yeah, but he probably wouldn't be that angry.
Well, getting angrier by the second.
I'm like literally walking down the street and you jump at me and go, "Whoa there, man!"
Ace, you need to work on your improvisational skills. What? You don't get to do over if this happens in real life.
Fine. Hey, man.
A little informal, but okay.
Ace, I'm gonna need you to roll sway.
4.
Roleplay doing okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just cut to the chase. We need to potentially get into here, and I'll give you $1,000 if you don't say anything.
I mean, bribing people is actually a pretty good tactic usually. People respond to money, and maintenance people are probably not very well paid. So I think it is a good strategy, actually.
I mean, Ace, that was like, okay, but you came on a little bit strong, and you really played to like their hand.
Hold on, now you're telling me to roleplay this. Roleplay it.
I'm trying to give you Yes, I'm trying to give you pointers. Critiques.
That's great, but what would he say to that? I need to know.
Wicker, roll sway.
I rolled a 3 for sway.
Okay.
I don't know why you're taking this much offense to it.
I'm
Ace.
not taking that much offense to it. It's just
I'm trying to help you become a better thief, better negotiator.
I think our plan is to cut to the chase. That's all.
Yeah, keep it simple. Hey, guy, I am gonna give you some money, and in exchange, you don't ask any questions, you don't mention this to anybody, and you let us in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Let's just go.
Are we doing it now or tomorrow?
Is there anything else we need to do before we do this portion of it? Do we want to talk to any of our other friends?
Maybe. Wicker is also not sober.
Yeah, so we might want to wait till tomorrow. I'm wondering, if we want to reach out to any of our friends.
The bellboys, I think, would be helpful.
The bellboys, maybe Stoker?
Yeah.
Because Stoker also kind of knows what's going on, and he's got the connection to the flow field, and so we might need his help with the other half of the plan, should it go down. Do we also need to talk at all about talking points with first before we do this?
Talking points for the announcement? Probably. I mean, what does Poe want us to say?
You just want to wing it?
Hey, Poe. Excuse me, Poe. Are you awake? Poe.
Yes.
What do you think you might say if we can get your message to the people? Do you have like a 5-point plan? Or like, what would your like first like 60 days be like?
Am I to interview for apotheosis with the entirety of the city?
Yes. How do you want to do this, Jonny? I don't want to...
Here's how I want to do it. Poe is going to say straight up, his position is, this is not the way gods are made, by
using a pole.
Permission. If you were to ask a being whether they wanted a greater being than themselves, they would say no, but they would be wrong.
Not necessarily.
Would a child spontaneously create a parent? Yet is not the parent necessary for the child's growth and development? He's not going to give you any talking points for how to pitch him as a god. He thinks he's already done that to you and thinks that that's plenty.
At the end of the day, it's a gamble. We let him go. There's no pulling him back easily.
I'm in a unique position to have my consciousness prepared to be elevated to another level. Once it's elevated to that level, well, if I knew what I would do, then I wouldn't need to be elevated. I intend to capture and maintain a level of wisdom that I'm not currently capable of.
Can I do either survey or an insight check? Is that the thing I can do?
Different game.
No.
What are you wanting to do?
I want to, get a vibe from him, which we have a thing that says insight or survey.
You know what? Fuck it. Roll on insight.
Okay. So
On the vertical.
Roll it as if it's a resistance roll.
Yeah.
So that's a 3.
And your question is what you were trying to determine what?
I am paranoid about giving Poe power, being that he's almost like giving this pushback or kind of saying, it feels like not wanting to give us a choice of whether he should be made a god. Like, why ask them? Just do it. I'm just trying to see if I guess like malicious intent.
I think the vibe you get is that, like, in this interaction, you have come to him to be like, write our speech. What's our talking points? He's not going to do that. If you want to make a pitch to gauge the willingness of the people, that's on you. He's not going to do that for you, which is what you were trying to get him / me to do.
Wicker will, I think, turn to Echo and Ace. He's not going to write the speech, so I guess we have to.
No, I'm kind of getting that vibe, yeah.
What do you guys want for dinner? I'll start making something while we write this.
We're going to do, you want to take orders?
Ace is going to walk outside.
You know, I'll figure something out.
Think Ace sits down outside and is just trying to sit and think about this whole thing.
Where outside?
He's sitting on, I would assume there's a bench outside.
I want to get in contact with the bellboys and Mama Bell.
How?
I'd probably just walk there.
It is very late. It will take you some time.
I close Poe's briefcase in the meantime.
Fair.
Good.
Yeah.
Ace. So outside the gate into the Darkhouse property, it's not super weird for people to kind of be walking near it. At first, it seems like every couple of minutes, there's a lot of people. Like, the interval between people would usually be an hour or two. And then you realize that it's not different people at all. It's the same person kind of pacing, like walking past the gate, and then a little while will pass, and then they'll walk past the other direction.
Do I just see a figure? Do I see any details?
It's quite dark, so with the sort of naked, unrolled eye, if you will, it's just a figure. It's just like they're far enough away. It's a person. It's just one.
Mm-hmm. Can I sense with my eye anything that is not human about it, or like some spirit energy or anything?
Effortlessly with your eye, you can tell that it's a person.
Okay.
If you want to roll survey to get more information, you can do so.
I'm gonna try to roll to get more information. Can I do study, or would it be survey?
I think it would have to be survey.
That's a 2.
They're casing your property. That's the only possibility that occurs to you. Whoever they are, they're here for you. They're after you. I think your mind immediately goes to True, the bounty hunter who killed your family.
I'm gonna have Faye just flank the property and corner him, or startle him on the sidewalk for a second.
Okay.
And as soon as he does that, I'm gonna get ready to take a shot.
Okay, so the plan is to have Faye sneak out and then jump out to startle the person so that you can take a shot.
I don't think Faye would jump in front of him, but more nearby, just to throw him off for half a split second.
Okay. So what I'll say is I'll have you roll Prowl for Faye, and depending on how that goes, that will determine you may get a bonus for your hunt roll to fire on the person.
Can I push myself?
You can always push yourself.
It's too stress.
And remember, you don't have a place to go fuck anymore.
I'll take the risk. Oh, 6.
Nice.
Shit, yeah. Okay.
I just hope it's nobody. Oh my god, it's Kirk. Don't. I would die. Oh.
So Faye gets, lurks out there, effortlessly gets into position to be ready to draw this person's attention, and you know with 100% certainty that will mean that the person will stop, turn, and stay motionless so you can get a clear shot, which I think will just put you in a better standing for what that shot actually eventually becomes. So if taking a shot is what you want to do, I'm going to have you roll to take that shot. Roll hunt.
5.
Okay.
Don't do me like this, man.
That honestly works exceedingly perfectly because you get up in position, Faye gets up in position, Faye jumps out of the shadows and makes a roar noise, and the person spins around and goes, ooh! And then you fire and catch them right in the shoulder. She shouts, and you can hear her glasses clack across
is it Doreen?
the sidewalk. Doreen is down in the street in front of the dark house.
Oh, son of a bitch! And I think he runs out, drops his gun, and runs over. I'm sorry. I thought you were someone different.
I was being very suspicious.
Are you okay?
Someone shot me.
No. You're good. You're good.
They're probably still out here.
Come on.
Wicker is making dinner in the kitchen.
Can I carry you? Okay, all right.
Oh, you can.
Oh,
Very strong.
cute.
When were you born? And then he's trying to ask questions to keep her he doesn't know what to
Not
do.
creepy.
It's trying to keep her awake.
No, it's a thing that you do to try to keep people, present. You ask, who's the president?
Who's the president?
What year is it?
How many fingers? Oh, sweetheart.
When were you born?
I will admit
get you.
that was a pretty weird question to ask right out the bat.
Well, in double fairness, you are a pretty weird dude.
Oh my god, you guys, I just shot her.
Yeah, Wicker, gradually sobering up and cooking. Ace comes in with a bleeding woman in his arms.
I knew you were kicked out of the slap pillow, but you don't need to get women like that, Ace.
No, this is... Sorry, what was her name again?
Doreen.
Doreen. First aid. Do we have any first aid?
Yeah, I will run to where our first aid stuff is.
I'm going to have you roll finesse for that.
6.
Okay. You are able to find the first aid kit.
Neat. I will bring it back and hand it over to Ace before my food burns. Here you go.
Thank you.
What happened exactly?
She was pacing back and forth. I thought it was somebody else, so I took a shot.
Who did she think I was?
Trust me, we got people following us every now and again.
Of course, you have very dangerous and exciting lives. I should have.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt a little bit, and do I still see a bullet in there with my eye? I can just be chink chink chink. Look in there.
Yep.
Oh, it is in there. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is gonna hurt a little bit. Here, bite on this. And it takes a towel.
Okay.
2 seconds. Okay, that's all I need. 2 seconds. And then as I'm explaining that, I immediately grab and pull the thing out. And I think it's on the count of 3. 3, 2, wink.
I'm gonna have you roll finesse.
I got a 4.
So I think she's gonna take the towel that you handed her and be like, why am I biting down on this? What do you mean? What's gonna hurt?
I was just gonna say, and then I immediately put pressure on it with the same towel that I gave her. Just give me that back.
Well, if you're not gonna bite on it, then just yeah.
And then I'm gonna pour a little antiseptic on the back of the towel and just let it. I'm sorry. And I'm doing this half drunk, I think, too, because
correct.
I've been drinking.
And probably on our kitchen island.
So it probably wasn't antiseptic. It was probably more alcohol.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, you have a first aid kit, but honestly, it might just be booze in there. So you're apologizing. She is apologizing back to you. And I'm going to cut to Echo. Yeah, you make your way back down into the bridgeway. and you find yourself at the house in the Hanging Badlands, which you know to be the headquarters of the Bell family.
Yeah, I'll knock on the door.
From inside, you hear a muffled, scratchy voice go, "Busy."
Did that sound like Ellis or like...
Didn't sound like anyone you recognize. It was like really gruff and unfamiliar.
Hello? Any of the Bells here? I would really appreciate trying to talk to somebody inside. And I think she puts on her spirit visor to see if she can see the energy of what's going on inside of there.
Roll a tune.
Which I have 3 in now. Yeah, that's a 6.
Inside there is like the foyer. In front of the door to the office is standing some flunky, but the door to the office is actually ajar. And then inside the office, you can see behind the desk is the spirit form you recognize as Mama Bell. Standing behind her is a spirit form you can recognize as Acton. And then sitting on the other side, well, not sitting, standing, is some sort of partly mechanical figure whom you don't recognize, who's like pacing.
I would really appreciate if I could come in and speak with any of the Bells, if they're here. It's an important business.
Will you roll one of the social roles, a sway or a consort?
You wouldn't consider a tune a social role.
I sure wouldn't. Could
sorry,
I maybe
bud.
just commune with the spirits instead?
You can do it, Lauren. I believe in you.
The worst is a 4.
Here's what that'll mean. The unfamiliar form will break off from their pacing and stomp out into the foyer and throw open the door. Standing face to face with you is this like stocky middle-aged woman. Down the middle, her face is on the right side fully mechanical, and on the left side totally bald. And she looks up at you. She's a little bit shorter than you, and she goes, "Mix said we were busy. You have business more important than Mix's? Mix came here first. Mix will speak to Mama Bell."
I mean, I'm happy to wait. If you have your business, we're good friends, the Bells and I. So I don't mind waiting. Or if any of them are available, I don't need all of them.
What are you saying?
I don't need to speak to all of the Bells. If she didn't made it seem like she was maybe talking about wanting to speak to Mama specifically. So I'm saying I would talk to any of the Bells.
Okay, I think with that then, it pleases me. Acton will poke his head out of the office. Oh, thank God. I can speak with you. Mix, you can continue your meeting with my mother, and I will take care with our new guest, if that is amenable. And she'll puff up her chest and then get in his face as much as she had been in yours and be like, "So Mix has business important enough for whole Bell family. Now only important enough for half of. State your business, our businesses will race." And she says to you, Echo, "What do you need of Bells? Is more important than Mix's business."
That's classified.
Power move.
What business do you have? Do you wish to share? Maybe I can, tell if it's more important than yours. If you tell me what your business is.
I'm going to make you roll sway again.
I'm just going to flip it back on its head. A 4 again.
So with that mixed roll, here is her follow-up, her counter offer. Fine. Neither of us says first. You say your business, Mix say Mix's business at same time. 1, 2, 3. In the broadcasting hub there. Why are you not saying it? I'm being serious. This is Mix's solution.
I'm having a crisis of faith. It's a very personal matter.
And you come to Mother Criminal for?
No, I came to for their cleric son, Currer. She did refer to him as a cleric a couple of episodes ago. She's also just lying out of her butt, so. And you don't think that, people of crime can be religious? They might need it more than anyone.
Already planting the seeds, I see.
What were you saying about the broadcast station?
Mix has information.
Well, sometimes I help the Bell family with business. Perhaps I could be of assistance. What exactly are you looking for?
She's going to turn to look at Acton, who's going to turn to look into the office where Mama is sitting. And he'll like look in and kind of be like, well, I don't know. And then, okay. And then nod to Mix. Broadcast system is built on many wires. Wires made from valuable metal. We knock over one. We harvest metal. We sell metal. We have silent neighborhood without broadcast node. A couple of days of free crime.
You're trying to knock out the broadcast towers.
It's Mix's idea, not you, lady.
In which area in particular? The whole city or just like a part of the city?
Valuable radius in Greenway. She'll kind of like very casually but deliberately hold up her hand in a thumbs up gesture near her face.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of like, is she saying A-okay or something? But then a cigarette will flip up from inside her thumb. She'll pluck it out and then her thumb will fire up a little lighter and she'll light it.
Gotcha. Well, as luck would have it, I have some acquaintances who might be making an appearance at some of these towers in the near future. They have an important message that they would like to get out to the masses. Perhaps we do this message, and then we can help you take out the towers.
And she's gonna like, the verb that's coming to mind is mosey. Up to you. Take a big pull off her cigarette and blow the smoke in your face. Just remember, it's Mix's idea.
To knock out the towers. Sure. I'll make sure to use your name.
We knock out towers, couple days free crime, then you send your message.
After the message is sent.
She looks around like, did you guys hear that? What is message more important than free crime? Lots of money to be made from stealing of wires.
Well, you see, if these towers go down, then the message won't be able to get out as easily. So perhaps we get the message out first.
And Mix performs free crime. No message means no steal.
No towers, no message.
Mix just will hold out her hands like, exactly.
The whole point is we are trying to get a message out. If we do not have the towers up, then we cannot get the message out.
No, point is to prevent message from going out. If you have towers up, you can call to steal. And you get no free crime.
No, I am saying I have a message. My associates have a message. We need to get out. We can get that message out, and then we can put your towers down so you can do your free crime or whatever. We might get access to take these towers down. But we can only do that if you let us get the message out first. Then your towers can go down. I don't care what you fucking do with your crime. But the message must come first.
I just adore that the least social person is in this scenario because you know what I'm going to have you do.
I know.
I'm going to help.
How are you going to help?
Wicker, Ace, and Echo just had a conversation about bribing somebody. So I feel like maybe Echo like remembers like, oh, we're supposed to bribe them with money.
If that is Echo's move, I will allow Wicker to help out.
Would money make you shut up? Because I could give you some money.
Free money, free crime is...
Money, message, then you can do crime.
Spends the same for Mix.
Does that work for you, Mix?
Wicker, mark a stress. Echo, roll sway as though you have 3 points.
As though I have 3 points?
Yes.
6.
And you're spending that coin.
Okay.
Money for Mix, then message for Machine Lady, then free crime for Mix.
Sure.
And then she like puts her cigarette in her mouth and then thrusts a finger right in your face and goes, Mix still gets largest share of sale from wires.
You can do whatever you want with your wires. Wonderful. We'll be in touch, Mix. You shake on it.
She'll hold out her left hand, which is her human one. Flesh one, excuse me. She's human.
Do you have people that were going to be able to access this place?
I think she's gonna like kind of pull you in and be like, "You have crew? If you have crew, can cut out Mama Bell."
I might need Mama's help with something else, but you were going to approach them for doing this break-in?
A voice from the office will go, "Nobody's cutting out Mama Bell from nothing."
Well, I'll have a conversation with them. We'll figure something out. Rest assured, you will have all of your wires that you want.
Speak to Mix when it's time for infiltration. Shit City, floor 50. Ask for Mix. Mix, his name is Mix.
I got it the first 5 times, but the 15th really helped made it stick. I will see you later, Mix. And I'm going to go try and talk to the bells.
You have name?
Yes, it's Echo.
Mix is going to blink, but only with her human eyes. So it kind of looks like a wink, but the vibe is that her mechanical eye just didn't blink along. And she'll get kind of a faraway look for a second and go, "That is not your name."
Well, it is the one you're going to get.
She's just going to like step out backwards through the front door in phases and keep being like, and not take her eyes off of you until she closes the door.
She's like Homer Simpson, just whoop.
Exactly.
Oh, I thought she'd never leave. Turns around to the bells. Will you help me break into this tower?
I think Acton is going to like lead you into the room, but before he gets around the corner to go into the office, we'll kind of say to you, "Thank you, and I'm sorry."
You're welcome.
Mix is, we go way back, apparently. I'm told.
They seem intense.
Okay, so what are you here for?
Well, I take it that you guys were going to be brought in to help break into this tower. I suppose I could actually use your help with that. You know, the whole situation that we've been a part of for the last few days? Well, we've gotten to talking to this Mr. Pilgrim. I don't know how else to put this. He wants to become a god. And I guess I sort of think it's a cool idea.
I think Acton will just bark out an unbidden laugh and then try to catch himself just to like...
I know how it sounds. We had that whole situation with him, but we got him, Kara and I went to Doreen, Viv's assistant, and were able to get him back to himself. And he sort of wants to get back at the temple, but he also sort of was thinking that the best way to do that would be to prove them wrong and become divine. And we've had a very, very thorough vetting process. I don't know how to really tell this, but he thinks that he could be a god of the people, of the city, really. Obviously, I have some reservations, as does the rest of the team, but we were thinking if we could maybe get part of this message out to the masses, we could see if people were receptive to it. I was hoping we could maybe broadcast it over the city. And I know it's kind of a crazy ask, but since you guys know what's going on, I figured you might be the easiest to have this conversation with and sort of be test subjects for the message, you know. We were talking about like what sort of virtues they should have as like the god and stuff. So like, you know, we're really getting in on the ground floor here.
I think Mama is gonna like pop her eyebrows. Her eyebrows will go up and she'll sort of look back to Acton and then look back at you and then say, "So let's hear it. The message."
Okay, let's see. How do I want to approach this?
If you want some time, I can cut back to Ace.
Yeah, why don't you guys cut back?
Okay. So we're going to cut back to Ace and Wicker, where I think at this point, I will allow you to have fully bandaged Doreen up and moved her to a chair, and she's no longer actively bleeding, but she has lost a bit of blood, and she has a crack in her glasses.
Can I go get her a new pair?
Where?
From our wardrobe department, aka closet.
And or there could be like even some lenses down in like Echo's tinkering shop.
Oh, I wouldn't go in there.
You know what? Roll Tinker.
But I don't want to take her. I'm just trying to find stuff. I'm just trying to look inside of the wardrobe that I have curated for the glasses.
So what you could find in there would be like costume glasses.
Oh, okay. Fine, I will try to tinker. I'm not going to Echo's lab. It's scary in there.
Thank you for clarifying that, because that will link into the consequences.
It's a 3.
Stakes on that are pretty low. You can find her costume glasses. I think if what you were trying to do was repair her glasses, that would be a different thing, but I don't think you were.
No, I was just trying to replace them.
Yeah, no dice. I think you might offer her them in like your not quite sober state and be like, I found you these. Does this help?
I would place these like aviator glasses that have no lenses in them, just like on her face in front of her glasses. This should help.
And she'll like kind of sort of take them off and look at them and go, oh, thank you.
Did you want anything to eat?
I should probably.
1 bowl of mush with celery and potatoes coming up.
Oh, you are not doing well, are you?
What do you mean? This is great. We have food.
So why were you walking back and forth outside our place?
I wanted to speak with you.
Should I leave?
All of you and him, but you. And I know it's probably rude to have done it like this, but I
shot you. I'm sorry.
I know it was a breach and rude, but it's been kind of a weird couple of weeks for me. And, you know, you have him and I machine, non-machine, half machine, and him. I tracked your energy signature around town and traced you back to here. And I was just working up the courage to come in and see, but then she just gestures at her gunshot wound. So I'm sorry. It was stupid.
Did you see anybody else out there? I mean, if she tracked us, could someone have tracked her?
Who else knows you're here?
Well, after Vive, there's nobody who cares where I am.
Hey, Paprika. Sweetheart, could you please do a perimeter sweep around the outside of the tower?
Roll survey.
Do I get anything since it's Paprika?
Do you have 0? You can roll as though you have 1.
Awesome, that's a 4.
Okay, Paprika will fly out the window and we'll take some time.
So is it, I didn't catch your name, love. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm Doreen.
Well, hello, Doreen. Welcome to the Dark Tower. Sorry for the circumstance, and Wicker's gonna gesture to her bleeding, well, no longer bleeding shoulder. What is it that you wanted to talk to Ace about, and I guess the rest of us? Some of us are missing. I apologize.
Well, I guess that I didn't want to leave our mutual friend out there without knowing what his fate was. You have to make him a person.
Do you know something that we don't?
I know that that's what Vive wanted. The chance to show the world that personhood doesn't begin and end with heartbeats and brain goo.
So your boss would prefer him to be a human rather than a god.
Well, she'd prefer him to be a human rather than a briefcase. I didn't realize there was a third direction. A what?
It's okay. We're doing a poll of the citizens of Brickwall.
You're gonna do what with him?
Oh, calm down. It's not a for sure thing. Do you have this will of your boss written down in, like, per se, a will? Do you have this in writing?
I'm not ready to let go of this other thing that I think I heard you said.
Ace, can you help me with your woman here?
Okay, first of all, she's not my woman. Second of all, this entity would like to become a god.
Well, god or human.
I think it wants to be a god. That's what we've been polling the city about.
She's gonna like look off into the middle distance and slump into her chair and be like,
based on what you know, do you trust him? Like, should we even be considering this?
I'm not 100% on why you are. when you brew a beer, you decide whether to make it a lager or an ale. You don't think, what if I made it gold?
But if you could, would you? Then he takes a drink of another drink he found.
Hey, Wicker clicks his drink with him.
Antiseptic.
No, we've discussed we don't have antiseptic. It's just alcohol.
Yeah, it is just dark alcohol. Now that I've found more booze in the first aid kit.
I mean, to be fair, we're not on the fast track for sure going to be making him a god. There's still a good high chance that we're just going to make him into a human. At least, right, Ace?
So it's a high chance. Like, that's probably what you're going to do.
Well, I don't know now. This is kind of interesting.
It's like 50-50. I mean, you see where you are right now, right?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
You're not in a good place. You're not around good people. We're not going to choose the good high road every single time. And I almost feel like Wicker's like looming over her a little bit, and that like his shadow cloak is moving on its own a bit.
Are you trying to scare her off?
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to make a point.
What point?
We're not good people.
Yes, we are. What?
We're thieves. We're scoundrels. For God's sake, you don't even know our real names.
Wicker, roll sway.
Can you remind me what the devil's bargain is?
So you can do stuff like betray a friend or loved one, offend or anger a faction, start some kind of troublesome clock, or suffer straight up harm in order to get a bonus die. The reason that it's not a great deal is that whether that makes you succeed or not, whatever consequence you take to get the bonus die happens regardless.
Okay.
Honestly, like in a situation like this, in order to intimidate somebody, you could sort of take on the aspect and potentially influence of some kind of otherworldly entity, and that would give you a bonus die. And whether that bonus die comes up 2 or 6, that thing's still gonna happen to you. Can I sort of infer from this asking that you rolled like a 3 or something?
You're not wrong.
I rolled a 2.
You can, however, make a resistance roll that you would roll dice in as many dice as you have in, I think it would be insight, in the insight vertical.
Oh, because, I'm so insightful.
And then you would take 6 stress minus your highest roll.
I'm going to do the devil's bargain.
What devil's bargain are you taking? My dream is for the shadow of your cloak to begin to speak to you.
Oh, no.
If you allow that to happen, it will whisper how to better take control of the situation, give you a bonus die, and then you can try this again.
I think that's pretty neat. Let's do that.
Roll that bonus die, baby.
I rolled a 6.
You sure did. Okay, so you are like trying to intimidate and like quash this, like shut this lady up from saying, no, you're supposed to just make him into a person. And you are yelling at her, not yelling, but growling.
Yeah, and I think also just like kind of trying to point out to her, because it seems like she's like kind of idolized or made Ace or us into like, oh, we're heroes, we helped get this person back. And she's like, no, we're not good people. Sure, we got this person back, but we also got money for it. Trying to crush her ignorance.
Or innocence.
That too.
So I think as you're looming over her, you say in a voice not quite your own,
just because the sun is shining doesn't mean that we walk in the light.
You surprise yourself when you say that, but you don't let it show. How many points in insight do you have?
None.
None. Okay. Then the end of that interaction, and she kind of will look up at you, eyes very wide, face very pale, and Doreen will say simply, oh, okay.
Wicker will step back, seat himself on a broken bar stool in the room somewhere, like kind of not far, but just away from them. Scoop mush into a spoon.
You done, Wicker?
So we're gonna make him, a god. Okay. I guess his identity density is a little bit, well, it's definitely on the high side, which would put him higher in candidacy than anyone else. It would be easier for him than anybody else would. But I mean, obviously that's not really a staircase most of us think about walking up, but if anybody could do it, I suppose he could. And then you'd have to okay. But if you got access, then he could get there, and then you could find the hub, and then technically, because he doesn't have this, starting to make sense to me.
Are you okay?
Huh? Oh, I do that sometimes. Sorry. It's a thing.
But also, seriously, are you feeling okay? You were losing a lot of blood.
Oh, yeah. For fun and no consequences because this isn't you. But Ace, will you roll a resolve resistance as though you have 1 point in it?
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
All right. Doreen's going to go, oh, yeah. And look down at her wound and then just like slump forward.
Oh, Jesus. Help.
I think you got it. Just bring her to your bed.
I think he goes and brings her to his bed.
Paprika will fly back in and report not verbally, but via directly to Ace, I think in a way that Wicker can't properly understand, that there are 4 agents of the Steel troublingly close to the Darkhouse.
Oh no. Is there a way that we can connect or communicate with Echo?
God, that's actually I love not having cell phones in these games. So no.
Wicker, we have company.
I mean, yeah, she's in your bed.
No. 4 Steel members coming.
Oh, where?
I outside.
Okay, what should we do?
Faye, I need you to go to the rooftop and follow me.
Maybe we shouldn't shoot them?
I do want to point this out because I can't remember if we decided this or I just decided it silently in my brain initially and never told you guys about it. But I think initially you had figured out that there was sort of a secret back door. And I think you also have...
Don't we have tunnels?
Yeah, one of the things you have is maps of the tunnels. So
yeah.
The 2 options that you have here are to face them or escape into your underground escape hatch.
Paprika doesn't know which Steel is coming, right, Ace?
The data that Paprika was able to gather and communicate to you is that, yes, there are 4 of them. They are in 2 separate groups of 2 that are descending in a V shape towards your location, and one of them is 100% Moira Vane.
Fuck!
Okay.
I think for starters, we should hide the briefcase.
This is true. We should do that. But I think let's confront them. Have a plan B in mind of getting into our tunnel if we need to scram.
So this is what I'm thinking. I will slip into the shadows with the briefcase, and I will quite literally shadow you, and I will be with you when you face the Steel. I just can't let them see me because then you will have...
No, they will have ability to detect that you're there. I can guarantee it.
What happened? It was fine last time. When we first encountered Poe.
Just stay here. I'll give you a warning. If you hear a second gunshot, something's wrong.
I don't want to hear a first gunshot. Okay.
I have a plan for the first one.
I pray for your soul, Ace, and I am not religious.
We'll have fun with that. Take care of the briefcase. Take care of yourself. I will be down immediately after if things go south.
Okay, I guess I'll be here in the kitchen.
As he leaves, Wicker, you hear a voice from within your cloak say, "Not religious? Then why do you pray so strongly?"
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to the briefcase and I'm going to disappear into shadow.
"And you perform my rites. Well done. Roll prowl."
I rolled a 3 and 2 1s.
The consequence of this is when if you try to slip into these shadows and hide, you can resist the consequence and not be hidden, which let's be clear about that. You're not going to be able to hide in the shadows. You can otherwise slip into the shadows and be taken into them and into elsewhere. You can be taken into the realm of Strath the Hidden. You can take the consequence and be taken elsewhere, or you can resist the consequence and be safely inside the dark house, but not able to be hidden outside of it.
Okay, I guess I will resist then.
Okay, so that will be a resist on prowess.
Okay, so my highest roll is a 4.
And so you take 2 stress. That sounds like a perfect opportunity for me to cut back to Echo.
Okay, this is like really bad. I don't like this at all.
So Acton, somewhat expectantly, and Mama, perhaps a bit more expectantly, are...
Where's Ellis and Kerr, by the way?
I want you to roll consort.
Well, they want to hear the speech? Wow, okay. I rolled double 6s and I'm at disadvantage, so that's just a regular 6, though. It's not critical.
That's true. Going good. Damn. Kerr and Ellis are on collections in Glasstown, maintaining relationships with uptowners.
Well, I guess I'll just small audience tonight. All right, here we go. Let's kick this off. As you know, the temple has told us that there are 10 deities that are truly divine. But with these people that we've encountered recently, they would want to restrict that viewpoint even further. They would have us believe in only Strath, the Hidden, Emethy, Sister of Swords, or Pyle, the Seeker of Horizons. Those are your options. To believe anything else is unreal. It's not truly divine. But Genevieve Lawrence thought differently. And you guys all know, hers was a mind of a generation. Everybody would come out to see her at those presentations. They couldn't wait to see what she would unveil. A mind of a generation. And yet it was snuffed out within moments. Because her knowledge scared the temple. She knew that personhood didn't begin and end with a heartbeat. And what she created proved it. I've met this creation. His name is Poe. And he's as much alive as you or I am. And he wants to meet the rest of you. To be a force of good for this city. And a voice for its people. And he has promised me a revolution. Because that is what this city needs. The temple would have you believe that we're separate. Cyborgs, halfways, humans. That we're inherently different. Because of how our brains are wired. They divide us because it's easier for them to put us in our boxes. To stay in our lanes. But that does not have to be the case. I could sit here and espouse their values, of which there are many. I went over them in depth. But if I have your attention, I know that those words might fall on deaf ears. So instead, I'll just ask you to picture a city where you're free to choose your own path, to follow your own convictions and to shape your destiny. Where you can be the architect of your own life, not have it built for you like this whole city was. Where you can explore your passions and pursue your dreams. Imagine a city where dreamers are safe to explore and pursue the truth without fear of having a crossbow through their neck. And perhaps most importantly, a city where there is space for all people, people like me, to live. A mind open to discovering the world, a will to forge one's place in it, and a heart to make space for others. I think that's a city that I could want to live in. And if the rest of you are with me, you can too. You can take back the city. That's it. That's all I have. That's my speech.
So Mama rests her chin on her joined and laced fingers against the desk for a moment and sort of either seems to just rock back and forth or nod for a moment. So we could have a god
working for us
that owes us a favor.
We would definitely be in our good graces.
What the hell? What do you need? Also, did you just come up with that right now? Kuro would have loved that shit.
Yeah, I wish he would have been here too. I think he would have had some notes maybe, but more audience, more people to practice on would be nice.
Behind her act would be like, yeah, he probably would have had some notes.
I suppose we could use your help getting into the tower. Maybe providing a distraction. We think we can get in there relatively easily. But we're trying to broadcast this message or a message to the masses. Then the actual godhood part comes into play, but I think I might be able to have Stoker help with some of that.
Well, in the meantime, says Mama, our grumpy mutual friend Mix, for her frankly low rent heist, has furnished us with some advantages.
Oh, do tell.
Well, we know when there's going to be a maintenance changeover. She's gotten us a couple of uniforms.
All right. That works.
She wanted me to use one of my crews, but sounds like you're volunteering.
If we have some uniforms, then sure, we could pay off a guard or something. Get in, get out, relatively uneasily. If you can provide that for me, that would be a great help.
To be clear, the person this god is going to owe the favor to, that's Mama Bell. You all can be priests and acolytes and scholars and whatever have you. I deal in business. I deal in favors.
You would have a god in your favor, that's true. So is Card gonna be getting back anytime soon?
Cut to. Perfect button. Okay, back out to Ace, stomping out into the courtyard at the Darkhouse. You had a plan for your first bullet. Tell me what your plan is leading up to that first bullet.
I think I have high ground, so they can't get at me directly. So I'd be like on the side of on the top of the building.
There's a series of, to call them balconies would be overstating things, but there's like catwalks.
Yep. Basically what I'm looking for is a moment where are they running past any vehicles on the road or anything like that?
It's very, 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 very late at night, so it's unlikely that there are any kind of vehicle transports happening right now.
Okay.
They'd be sliding in between buildings. But I think because of your eye upgrade and the data that you would have gotten from Paprika, you're able to know with basically absolute certainty where they likely are.
Okay. Can I identify who's the leader of the group right now?
You absolutely can. So, as I mentioned, they're headed towards you in kind of a V formation. So off to your right is a group of two, and off to your left is a group of two. And in the group of two to your left is the one that has been identified as Moira Vane, and she is the leader of this crew.
So I'm going to take a warning shot and place it nearby. Something that distract them briefly to make them stop, basically. Halt.
Because I want every game to just be Monster of the Week, I want you to first roll Survey. I want to see how well you can identify a thing that you could shoot that would do that.
I was thinking like a mirror of a car that they're running past or something like that. Just like...
Yeah, something glass that would explode, potentially something gaseous that would go up in flames.
4. Is there a garbage can with plates on it?
No, what I think there is on the roof of one of the like low buildings is a statue of back when the city had governors. There was a governor named Jurin Han, and there's a statue of him that sort of by virtue of having no place else to put it, they stashed on top of this roof. You could shoot that, and honestly, if you timed it right, you could pin one of them with the statue.
Wait, without the others knowing, or?
Well, whoever that one's, like, there's a duo coming from the left. You could pin one of them, the other one from that duo would know about it.
Okay.
But that one would be pinned under a statue.
I mean, I was trying to get their attention at first, but I kind of like this train that we're going down.
I think of note to say out loud, that's not something that you even have to pursue. You could try to shoot this thing, and then if you roll well enough, that doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know.
But I think with that roll, you get one option for a thing that you can shoot to get their attention, and it's that. You could shoot the foot off of Jurin Han's rooftop statue.
I'm going to shoot the statue and then try to jump down on top of him and pin him. And Faye is going to do the same thing to the other guy.
That's going to be 2 rolls. The first one is going to be a shoot roll, and I think the shoot roll is the hunt roll. Hunt, and then the Faye roll will be a prowl roll.
Got a 6.
All right. Now roll Prowl for Faye.
Fuck, it was a 2. Faye, if he notices you, eat him.
So you fire on the statue, blow off its ankle, which unbalances it and sends this thing toppling at the perfect time to pin one of the steel agents on the street. The other one, seeing that happen, has her hackles raised because this is Moira Vane. Faye leaps out of the shadows to pounce and try to pin her. Moira Vane is going to get a shot off unless you resist this consequence. And I think not even a shot, because Moira Vane will fight with a spear.
Oh, okay.
And she will drive it into your cat and pin him to the floor unless you roll to resist this consequence.
And how does the resist go again?
It would be prowess. So you roll as many pips as you have in the first column of prowess. You roll as many d6 as that. And then you take your highest roll, and then you will take stress equal to 6 minus the highest roll.
I rolled a 5.
Then you take 1 stress. Faye dives out and dodges this spear and is now sort of in combat with Moira Vane.
Can I take a shot at her?
You sure can. I will say, I think that a couple of blocks away from you. Just a few, so they're very close and they're very much on their way, but you are by no means able to directly intervene with the fight between Moira and Faye. You're up on the tower.
Yeah.
But you can shoot from this range because you have that perk and you're good at this shit.
And I am going to use sharpshooter.
You're damn right you are.
You can push yourself to do one of the following. Make a ranged attack at extreme distance beyond what's normal for the weapon. Unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy.
Oh, okay. So you could roll and push yourself, and that would functionally, if you roll well enough, do damage to Moira and also guarantee phase escape.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm after right now.
Okay, roll hunt, push yourself, mark 2 stress.
Ooh, that's right, it takes 2 stress. And if that whole bar goes up,
you get into trauma.
You take a trauma. Do I go silent for a little bit?
You do.
Okay, but that doesn't make Faye go silent. Faye can escape, correct?
I am a benevolent demigod, especially because I have a number of malevolent demigods floating around for you. You could play as your cat for a little while. I would allow that.
I was more of just if he gets out of the scenario by himself, but that's 6.
You did push yourself.
Yeah, I did push myself, and I rolled 6 and a 4 to take a shot. Well, a series of shots.
Roll 1 more d6, because pushing yourself technically gives you a bonus die, and I just want to see if you get a critical.
5. So close.
No dice, by which I mean 3 dice, but one of them was a 6, and that's dope. So, I see this so clearly anime style, where she's so Ace, you are up on top, aiming, and you do that thing where you hold out the gun and then you use your other hand to support below, and you close your non-cybernetic eye. And now we move down to street level, and we have one steel machine cop pinned by a statue of ancient Governor Jurin Han, and the other one facing off, spear against cat, about to make some moves, feinting here and there, and then the side of her head just kind of minor league explodes as though she's been punched by an invisible assailant, and then it happens again, and then again, and again, and again, and again. Dazed, she sort of squares off in the other direction against a wall, and the cat scurries off into the darkness.
Love it.
I think Wicker's going to down a silence potion and creep out. Probably try and maybe creep out into the courtyard and hide behind. I don't know why I imagine there's fucking tombstones out there all of a sudden.
It wouldn't be tombstones. If anything, it would probably be giant empty plant pots.
Yeah, I wanna come out there.
Remind me what the potion does, and the listeners?
It negates all sound within 10 paces of the drinker for a span of several moments.
Roll prowl.
5.
You get up to probably the nearest one of these large pots and duck yourself behind it, and you can see very clearly that like the fence that separates the street from the Darkhouse courtyard, one steel agent is like hoisting up the other one to jump the fence. They're here.
Okay. Can I throw a blade or two at the one that's going over the fence?
What kind of blade?
I think just some. So I have like some throwing knives that I just want to throw.
You just want to hook?
Yeah, with my finesse.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense. I'd allow it.
I got 2 6s and a 5.
Shit.
So does that mean I can hit both of them?
Big no, but it's still real good.
I do really want, like, since the one is like hucking the other one over the fence, that when they go, like, are in the air going over the fence, just like.
So, y'all, if the cover story is a CW show, this shit's anime in my brain. Because 100% we're gonna cut now back a few seconds earlier where these two cybernetic people are like lurking in the alleys, crossing the street at their best low profile. One of them squares his back up against this fence, makes a step with his hands, and then cybernetically enhanced, because it's not just going to be like, here, I'll lift you up. He hurls the other guy into the air to leap over this fence. And the next thing you see is that one who was thrown up against the fence lands hard on his shoulder. There are some sparks coming out of his face and neck where he has a blade embedded in both places, in one eye and just underneath his chin.
Nicely done.
And the other one is just like confused.
Wicker is like hiding, just frozen, and I feel like heart racing.
Critical success means you get to go back and be hidden again.
I do also, of note, I do have Poe's briefcase with me still.
How are you holding/carrying it? This is important.
So with me hiding behind the large pot, I would have put him down like between my legs on the ground, and then like turn to the throw, and then come back and then like have my hands on the briefcase.
Noted. Echo, you've got them on board, and I think, the next move on the table will be you assemble your crew and execute Mix's heist. Here's your options. It can just be like, they will furnish you with the gear and the contact and the timing.
Yeah.
And you can take it back to the Darkhouse and get started. Acton might speak up and be like, or we can kind of give you a nod. We could meet up with the boys. Wink.
Oh, sure. If you think that's best, I
don't know what kind of timetable you're on.
Yeah, we are thinking tomorrow.
Ah.
In the morning, maybe.
So you could have you could have tonight.
That's true. I could. Is he trying to insinuate I should go and find Kerr, or what is he?
I mean, now I do wish there was an insight check. I'm gonna say.
Do you want me to do the same thing that Wicker did and do like a resistance insight kind of type thing, or?
Yeah, I like that.
A 5?
No, this works. I will say that with a 5, he wants to pawn you off onto his younger brother so that he doesn't have to deal with you anymore.
Ouch.
He finds you tiring.
I find him to be a prick.
Yeah. Isn't this the same one that like called out Wicker?
He's the worst one. Well, Acton, I was actually thinking I could spend the night here with you and Mama. That would be really fun, wouldn't it?
Whoa, power move.
I'm sure Ellis and Kerr will come at some point, and then we can all hang out and it'll be a wonderful time. Do you have something in your throat?
Or you could just get started with your own crew, and
right. I'm not so fragile. You can be honest with me next time. Talk to you later, Acton.
Bitch.
What? I thought I was trying to help. You can hear the look that Mama gives Acton as you walk out.
Yeah, Echo will leave, and I think she'll start making her way back towards home. On the way, though, I'm kind of wondering if she can maybe have a conversation in her mind. Because I think ever since the whole situation that happened when we were retrieving Poe and that other voice took over for a brief moment, I think like pieces of it have been like kind of seeping into her consciousness, like just as she's been walking around and stuff, and it's been bothering her. And so she's doesn't really think there's a voice, but she's heard voices before, so she's kind of just like, hello, is there anybody maybe in my head?
I'm gonna have a roll for you. And that roll is going to be a tune.
I rolled 6.
So you asked, hello, is there anybody maybe in my head? And you get an answer.
It isn't your head.
Well, hello there, person who is in my head. What is your name?
Hello yourself, person who's walking around in my body.
You've kind of got me. I don't know what to say now.
Invented name, invented girl.
Well, you're just a voice in my head. Who are you? Are you a ghost or something?
A bit euphemistic, though I suppose accurate. For you have murdered me.
In fairness, I've murdered a lot of people. Which person would you be?
So have I, but, well, I never stole any of their bodies.
I feel like there's something that I'm missing here. I stole your body?
And replaced all of it. All of it! Replaced it with metal.
I think Echo actually kind of starts glitching a little, and she's like, "This doesn't make sense."
I think like you're going to, as you're walking down the street, you're going to start to see sort of under every awning of every closed business and peeking out from every alley that you walk past, the same, like, at first definitely a projection, then maybe a ghost, then it's like, are there dozens of the same girl hanging around here? They're all leering at you. Yeah, she's got like short, dark-haired bob pulled back in a very messy, loose pony, and fully human and dressed in respectable academic garb.
And you said I'm seeing this like kind of like everywhere.
As you pass one of them, another one will seem to appear or step into your vision.
I think she's like putting her hands up to like her sides of her head, like her temples. I don't think my eyes are working correctly.
Would you like to replace them?
I mean, maybe I heard there's a new model. It's pretty nice.
Oh, a new model. Very nice. New heart, new brain, new person. What's left? Only an echo.
You're loud. Shut up.
So long I've been quiet. So long you've kept me shut.
How did you know so much about what the temple was doing? Who are you? You spoke like you knew what they were trying to do.
It's what I was trying to do. What you were trying to do. Until you slaughtered me.
I don't even remember you.
Then your plan is complete. Well done, thief.
I'm not just an echo. I'm real.
You live in an empty tower.
And then another one comes from the other side of you.
A light that has gone out. Remind you of anyone?
I don't.
You like almost crash into another one of these things.
Your whole life, your career is taken. The shroud? Where do we put shrouds?
One comes from behind you and whispers in your ear.
In a grave. In a grave. In a grave.
Quiet!
There is someone, like a normal person, stumbling home across the street who, like, starts at you saying that and is like, I was being.
Sorry. You're not here. You're not real. You're just a ghost.
Am I the one who's not real?
What is real anyway?
What is?
All I know is that I'm in this body, and you are pissing me off.
Well, what I know is that I've been evicted from that body, and you are pissing me off.
Glad we understand each other. What am I supposed to do about it?
Oh, why don't you just introduce a new god?
Perhaps this new god could get you a body of your own. Did you ever think of that? If it's so horrible being here.
I thought you'd been to school. I thought you knew where life comes from and where it goes.
It's supposed to go to the flow field. Why haven't you gone?
Apparently I have a mission. Divine defense. How fitting.
You're going to come up to a literal fork in the road, and this person, Hazel, is going to, prevent you from even entering into the fork.
How fitting that my unfinished business would be given to me by you. I'm here to keep the 10 from becoming 11.
Executive producer Jonny Grubb. This has been The Monsters Playbook, featuring
John Wander as Ace the Hound.
Lauren Johnson as Echo the Whisper.
Miah as Wicker, the Lurk.
and Jonny Grubb as literally everybody else. Our theme song is by me, Jonny Grubb. The Monsters Playbook is produced and engineered by Miah and edited by Miah and Lauren Johnson. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find the Monsters Playbook on the social media channel of your choice. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. You can hang out with us on Discord, and if you like what we're doing, please consider supporting us on Patreon. We'll see you next episode where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening. Now we have to talk philosophy.
Glad I'm in the shower.
Yeah. I'm walking on sunshine. Showering.
What does pop music sound like in Brickwall?
She's a brick
House.
One brick in front of the other.
It's just 70s music. That's the only
It's
difference.
just all the songs about bricks.
You got a brick to the left, brick to the right.
One brick this time. Bow.
2 bricks this time.
Bow. Bow.
Right foot again. Left foot again. Freeze. Everybody brick yourself.
Ebony brick and ivory brick.
You're not even fucking trying anymore.
I do believe in life after break.
Wall. You're my brick wall.
I was really hoping it wouldn't come to that.
And maybe gonna be the one to brick me. And after all, you're